You got it locked on Rhodium Radio.
Hey Tony, drop that what bass? I bet. Dr. Dre in the place to be. Co-rockin' shit with my homeboy Steve. After Rhodium, get stupid son. Yo, don't think that you can get none of Dre. The motherfucking doctor, the bitch hopper, the sucker motherfucking stopper. I'm fucked up, so don't mind what I'm saying. I'm just kicking it, but Steve, Tony, A.M., Susan, yo, we be choosing dope shit to put in a mix. Know what I'm saying? We kick shit like and that's a fact. And if your shit ain't in the mix, you know it's whack. And that ain't no bullshit. I'm kicking facts on a serious tip. Word up, Dr. Dre's in full effect doing serious damage. Boy.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rhodium Radio, episode 133 on this Super Bowl Sunday. And Tom Brady's taxing that ass, just like I predicted. I told you guys, put your money on the GOAT. The Bucks, that's not my team, but I rooted for Tom Brady because I think this is like his 10th time going to the Super Bowl. But what do you know? So log off of that game. It's a wrap. He's the GOAT, period. He's going to go out on top and log into Rhodium Radio. So other than that, let me give a couple of announcements. Once again, if you want to buy an ad for your album, if you want to promote your restaurant, if you want to promote whatever you do, you cut hair, you got a barbershop, buy an ad, and we play it during the breaks. Okay. Once again, hit us at DOCUMIXERY/ads. That's where we get back to you. And it's a 1-minute ad. We have different prices. You can buy one, or you can buy 2 weeks worth of ads, or you can buy 1 month worth of ads. Most people that have bought ads have said that it has been very successful. Other than that, if you want to buy shirts, if you want to buy hats, if you want to buy beanies, if you want to buy music, whatever, mixtapes, go to DOCUMIXERY.com. DOCUMIXERY.com. And don't forget, this Friday coming up, Freaky Tales is back in the building. So other than that, let me see, am I forgetting anything? Let me think for a second. No, I don't think so. If I do, then we'll come back and we'll play it, or I'll announce it when we come back after our first break. But other than that, first let me introduce very special guests, okay, that I have from the neighborhood, from my neighborhood. And I hope I say this name right, so please pray for me. Los Enclikados del Puerto.
Yo, what's up? Puerto, we out here live on the Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how you guys doing, man?
Man, we're doing good, man. Thank you for having us here tonight, man. It's an honor just to be here, man. This is like one of our very first interviews in general, like where we have to sit down with someone right here in front of a live camera. It's crazy, man. Thank you for having us.
Well, you know what? Hopefully you guys blow the fuck up, and then you guys come back and then tell me about your success.
Hell yeah,
that's pretty much what the goal is here.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, the goal is here to shine light on you guys, so that people out there may want to hire you guys, may want to record with you guys. Maybe there's a manager out there. I don't know. You know, there's somebody that wants to help or contribute or whatever. You guys are. How old are you guys?
Me and my boy Omar right here. We're 17. We're from the same year, 2003.
Okay.
I'm 19. I'm from 2001.
2001. Wow, the Chronic 2001 came out in 2001.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. You know what's crazy, because I'm blessed to be able to talk with the future, the new generation. You know, because I'm an old fool from the old school. Okay, but I can still relate to a lot of youngsters. You know, like my son, he's a young cat, but I still outwork him out. I still outrun him. I'll outdo him in anything. You know, so I'm one of those old guys that still thinks he's young. So, but anyways, other than that, let's start with you. Were you guys watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we were at the homie Javi's pad.
Yeah, we were at my pad watching that shit. It was getting crazy. Well, not really crazy. It was mostly one-sided, but I mean, it was crazy to see.
Okay, what do you guys think happened to Kansas City? Because they were tearing shit up like all year.
Yep, I had bets on the Bucks, but then my homies were telling me, oh, the Chiefs are gonna get it because they have better like stats throughout the year, and so I backed out of the bets, but. You know, I missed out on $50, sadly.
Yeah, I had a guy that wanted to bet me 100. I didn't take it, you know, because I try to stay away now for money. I'll tell you why. Because most guys, they'll find a reason not to pay you. They'll say, well, Tampa Bay was playing at home, and the refs, gave them free flags. So I don't know why that type of bullshit.
Yeah, those are just those stingy people that don't like to pay up.
Yeah, that's all it is. They probably just had monopoly money. They didn't have real fucking money, But now, other than that, like for an example, you guys football guys?
Not really. I'll still watch it.
Okay, so none of you guys have an NFL team.
Well, I have an NFL team, the Niners. I also used to play in sixth grade. Pop Warner.
Pop Warner for Wilmington right here.
Yep, for the Pilots. Yep.
Oh, okay, hell yeah. Once a pilot, always a pilot.
Hell yeah.
Okay, any of you guys? So
Yeah, right here, same team, the 49ers.
49ers.
I don't really watch football. I don't have a team. As much as I want to get into it, personally, it's just not for me. I'm more of a soccer guy.
Okay, cool. America.
Yeah, America's my team.
All right.
Arriba la fiera.
Now, let me ask you. You know what was so dope about the Super Bowl? Not only that I was happy for Tom Brady to win another one. I think there's probably still playing like 2 minutes left, but it's a fucking wrap. Is that there were people in the stands?
Oh yeah.
That was a good thing. That there were people in the stands because it made it feel like normal again.
Yeah, I was looking at the stage, at the stands. I was even telling them, I was like, damn, bro, look at all these, like, because it was just a bunch of cutouts, but in between the cutouts that had people, and I was like, oh shit, look, they had people up in the stands. That was dope.
Yeah, that was really dope. And I'll tell you one thing that I really enjoyed about this is that this is the first time that a team gets to play at their home stadium in the Super Bowl. Like, let's just say, for an example, next year they pick, 49er Stadium, right? And the 49ers just happen to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they play at home. That's what the Bucs did. Imagine Tom Brady winning his 6th Super Bowl at home. He made history.
Yep.
Amazing. What about basketball guys? You got any basketball?
Not really.
I mean,
right here.
Or should we all just go for the Lakers?
Yeah, we're all gonna go for the Lakers.
We all seen when they won the last the NBA championship.
Hell yeah! I hope they win it again.
Yep.
Hell yeah. What about baseball?
Baseball, Dodgers
all the way.
Yeah, we seen when they won the World Series. It's funny, when we seen the Lakers win the NBA Finals and the Dodgers win the World Series, both of those days, we were at a party. We were like at a tocada. We were doing a gig, and they were all watching it. And it was cool to see them like win during the party because people got lit after
fireworks and everything.
Yeah, celebrations,
taking shots.
crazy.
Yeah,
Taking shots, checking out the girls.
Yep.
Hell yeah, partying, just throwing a Laker jersey, even if you're not a Laker fan,
Yep.
just to get you a ruca.
Hell yeah.
But now, 49ers, America. I almost said Chivas, but no. But Lakers, Dodgers. You guys like boxing?
Yup, hell yeah, I used to box. I used to box for 2 years at the teen center.
No shit.
Yep.
Okay. This guy, I'm gonna tell you one thing about this guy already. He already has an advantage over the regular street dude on the street that wants to fight.
Yeah.
Most street dudes that want to fight, they drink a 40 and they grow beer balls. Then they want to throw blows. Here's what happens. Here's why you have an advantage, because you use both hands.
Yep.
Okay? The majority of the guys on the streets, así nomás con una pinche mano. That's it. That's it. When you just bam, 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 take them apart, and then later on they'll say you cheated because you box. But no, it's always good to learn how to use your hands, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you guys are going to be performing.
Yeah.
You never know with some dumb drunk motherfucker.
Just want to hops on the stage.
You could be like ping, ping, couple of jabs.
One hand, I'm just
We don't need no security guards.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now any favorite boxers right now?
Right here, well,
Julio
of all
Cesar,
time,
of course, of all time.
Yeah,
Yep.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Right now, well,
Ese morrillo
Right
que la
now.
anda rompiendo ahorita, what's his name? El que la anda rompiendo is the one that just fought.
fucking
Is it Danny Garcia? That kid? No.
who I really fuck with is
Ryan
Virgil
Garcia.
Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz?
I don't really like Ryan Garcia, but
Okay.
Virgil Ortiz.
He's doing pretty good.
Okay, what about Canelo?
Canelo.
También.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't he coaching Ryan?
No, he's in the same camp as Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
I had a chance to meet him. The weirdest thing about meeting him, believe it or not, when I shook his hand, he had the world's softest hands, bro.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
I've
But
soft hands
y-
too.
soft
For a
fucking
boxer, like,
hands,
that's
bro.
crazy.
It's almost like, it was almost embarrassing. Like, how does this guy with these fucking soft ass hands be knocking motherfuckers out? Pero, he did.
Yeah.
Real cool dude. Like I said, but when I shook it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was weird, bro. But I'm a huge boxing fan. Went to a lot of fights in Vegas. 80s and 90s, and after that era, I think when De La Hoya started coming in, I kind of started backing away from boxing, but I watched a little bit of the boxing here and there.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the last McGregor fight?
No, I didn't watch it.
I didn't get to watch it, but
I only watched the first one when he against Canelo. That was like the only one I got to watch.
No, McGregor.
The Canelo versus McGregor one. That was like the only fight.
No. McGregor is
McGregor's the one that just got knocked out, huh?
Yeah,
Never mind. Oh yeah, I did see that one.
That dude.
Yeah.
Le metieron una putiza,
Yeah,
huh?
that was
He
crazy.
hadn't even fought. Like, he hasn't even been fighting. And the other dude, he was just...
Yeah, he was on a rampage.
That's
went
crazy.
Yeah, he got fucked up. He was just laying there, huh?
You know, all the
Lo
memes
noqueó
they-
rápido, huh? Like that fight didn't last that long, huh?
it was in the second round.
Yeah.
I think so. I didn't even watch it because they wanted like $75. I'm like, fuck.
It was a
that.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And my Fire Stick doesn't work that good, so I'm not gonna pay for it. So, but no. Other than that, now let me ask. Starting with you, I already say you're from the hood, but let me ask for those that are just tuning in right now. Where did you grow up at? Where are you from?
Well, I grew up in Wilmington.
Okay.
Okay. Representing. I grew up when I was small at the east side. Went to Wilmington Park and everything, and then we were moving around. I ended up at the west side, but I grew up at the east.
Oh, dope. You too?
Yeah, we're all here from Wilmington. I went to school at George de la Torre over there in elementary school, Wilmington Middle, Banning. I mean, pretty much grew up here. All of us, we just grew up here in the Wilmington area.
Were you guys good in school, man?
I was not a troublemaker, but I wasn't the brightest. But I was out there.
You answered like a politician. And you?
Honestly, no. Honestly, not.
You weren't good?
Nah, I was a troublemaker.
And you grew up here as well?
Yeah.
What elementary, middle school, and high school did you attend?
Oh, well, honestly, I didn't grow up here. I came here for high school.
Okay.
I was originally from Southgate. I came here from Mexico. I was just everywhere, and Wilmington was just, it was just
Right.
a nice little city. Laid
aquí
down.
cayó.
Yeah.
De que
Just came
cayó.
down.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll work. That'll work,
We're
man.
out here just representing the hood, trying to make noise with their music.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, you guys all go to Banning?
Yeah, he graduated. I got sent out of Banning. I'm currently going to Cooper, but
I'm still in Banning.
he's going to Banning.
Okay. Oh, you still go to Banning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna graduate, man?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we're from the same. We're from the same year. We're gonna graduate this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
21.
Hell yeah. You know what, man? I wish I could have graduated. I graduated backstage,
Oh,
All right.
meaning that I
I
didn't.
feel like
graduate.
that's. Oh shit. never
I was
mind
like,
then.
wait.
Yeah. You guys took a while.
Yeah.
But now, other than that, now let me ask you guys. Growing up in a Mexican home, okay, what type of music, let's start with you, were you raised with as far as with your mother and your father? What would they play at home growing up as a kid?
Well, strictly Mexican music. My mom really likes Juan Gabriel.
Hell yeah.
Yep, Antonio Aguilar, and then my dad, he liked listening to Cornelio Reina, Gerardo Reyes. He liked listening to Ramon Ayala, Los
Yeah.
Cadetes.
That'll work.
Yeah, same here. My whole family's from Michoacán, so they just listen to all that norteño stuff. They like Los Alegres, El Barranco. I mean, my dad will still listen to like that. Like, I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but like that fresa music, like Juan Gabriel and stuff like that. Like, like that fresa thing, like that the tias be listening to. My dad will still bump that.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my family just listens to like that norteño, like
He said
Alegres,
fresa.
Tucanes, all that.
That'll work. You didn't offend me. I like both music.
No, yeah, my family be fucking with everything, but like, I don't know, like, yo cuando oigo esa música me siento como like no sé qué, like damn, it's a different vibe. Like we out here
Right.
like just.
You ever want to,
Fraseando.
okay, at least in my opinion, you ever want to see some girls move hips, play some cumbias.
Yep.
So you know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
go-to. That's the
The
go-to
hips
to get all
don't
the
lie.
females moving.
So
Whether it's the cumbias or the salsa.
yourself?
Pues, my family's from GTO, Guanajuato. Shout out to GTO. And pues, we honestly listen to all types of music. Pues rap, corridos, norteñas, cumbias.
Rap and allá en Guanajuato?
Well, when my family came this way, they
Okay.
started like
Yeah, listening to
my
all.
tias and everybody. They started just listening to that type of music, and pues,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you guys this because you guys, if I'm correct, for those that may not know, you guys sing corridos, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you guys decide to move into the genre of corridos over, let's just say, just to present the question as in, instead of rap, instead of R&B, instead of funk, why corridos? If whoever wants to answer that.
I mean, for me, it was just, well, back then, I didn't like corridos, sorry. But one day I just listened to this song and I just related to it so much, and little, but like I could just relate to that song so much that I was like, man, like, you know, like this song's lit, like
Right.
it's crazy. And I was just listening to the instruments, I was listening to everything, and I was like, wow. And ever since then, I just hopped on corridos.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I got into the corridos like not like pretty late. As a kid, I used to grow up listening to rap, like that old school, like Eminem, all that stuff,
Right.
like Dr. Dre, all that stuff, the old school rap. But then my brother just loved corridos. He loved them so much. It's all he would bump, and like it was like that type of relationship where like if we're in the car together, we can't listen to the same shit. But one day he put me onto this group, Grupo Codiciado. This is the group. Like when I first heard them, I was like, all right, you know, this is the group that put me on to corridos. So my brother's the one that put me on to corridos. Like as a kid, I never really listened to that regional Mexican music. I was really into rap. You know, I used to listen to hip hop all the time. But I don't know, something about this group and just their music just hit, like it stuck to me. I was like, damn, like this sounds dope. I should really get into it. Y ya poco a poquito, like I found my way into corridos. I would find my own songs, like listen to new music, and I just loved it, man. I just fell in love with the music, with the Mexican
Right.
culture, everything, the whole regional mexicano. I liked it so much. Whether if it was sirreño, like just guitars, or norteño, you know, get some accordion, tambor on there, like everything. Like it fascinated me. The music, it was
Hell yeah.
dope. I loved it, and just like that, I got into it.
That's
Just
dope.
merged into it.
Well, for me, I grew up with it, you know, but when, like, as a little kid, you know, you kind of want to shy away from that because, like, not everybody listens to it, none of your peers. But when I got to middle school, I sort of got more into it. But then, like, my friends would call me like stuff like names like beaners, right, whatever. So then I'll keep that shit to myself, and then well, middle school I got even more into it, you know.
Okay. Now, what instrument do you play?
I play the bass.
Okay, and if I'm correct, you sing.
Yeah.
Okay, do you play any of the instruments in the group?
Yeah, well, not in the group. I'm barely getting into six string, so we can start like doing more stuff.
Okay, and
Oh, I play the 12 string, the requinto.
okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you guys. Growing up, did you guys play any instruments, or is this pretty much something new to you guys, or?
Well, growing up in middle school, I used to play piano before I got into guitar. So I kind of just fell in love with music after that, and then un día salió, ¿cómo se llama? Salió Ariel Camacho, and I just loved the way that he played the guitar, and ever since then I fell in love with it, and I've been playing since then.
Now, do you think? Because I don't play any instruments, I'll play a little bit of keys, just enough to like, if I'm producing a song,
Yeah.
I'll play certain keys, and then I'll tell my musician, this is what I want to hear. Okay, and I should have took more time learning instruments, so that way I don't have to pay musicians or whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you feel that playing piano helped you play guitar?
Honestly, it did. It was a big advantage because when I started learning to read the notes, it was like I already learned, like,
Okay.
because it's basically the same thing.
Yes, that's what I was told.
Music is basically the same thing. It's just
Different instruments.
just for different instruments.
Okay, and you you know, when I say the youngster, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, were you playing any instruments at all?
I wasn't, but I remember when Harry Bridges used to be Gonzalez, right?
Yeah.
They used to have Louis and all, and like a dentist. It was a whole little shopping center.
Right.
There's a guy who would sell accordions in the van, like toy accordions, and my mom would always buy me one, but I always end up breaking them. So, but I was always fascinated by instruments. She would buy me like toy guitars and toy accordions. I was always fascinated.
Okay, and about what age would you say you started playing an actual instrument?
I started learning guitar over a year ago, like a year
Okay.
and a couple months ago.
Okay, now do you like the way you like? Do you ever say to yourself, "Fuck, I can get down"? Like,
Yeah, but with the bass I could get down. Yeah, with the bajo I get down.
Okay.
I still need a lot to work on, but you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about yourself?
I mean, I've been playing for 5 years now. I mean, it's been a while, but you still gotta keep learning no matter what.
Okay. Now, since I don't know as far as a lot of this genre, I mean, I'm familiar with the music, but as far as with the younger generation, are there groups out there like you guys around your guys' age, or if not even younger?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right now, the corrido, the whole
scene
yeah,
is
that's the
it's
move
crazy,
right
yeah.
now. Like people might not see it, but if you really look into it, like corridos are popping right now. There's groups
Right.
from all over the country, whether it's from Colorado, here, California, Texas, everywhere. Like just
Todos
a bunch of
lados.
morritos our age, like 17, 18, 19, just trying to come up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big scene. Like the corrido movement is right now. It's like I feel like out of like me of my time of life right now, this is the biggest I've ever seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
For
See,
sure.
now I've been more on the hip hop side of music, not on the Spanish side of music. But one thing that I always hear from producers that I work with or producers that I do know that they always tell me this, man, you gotta fuck with the Spanish shit, right? The Spanish shit is big. And these are white guys telling me this. You know, these are white guys telling me this. And I'm like, this dude is telling me, you know what I'm saying? Not that I take that in a, you know, in a bad way, but I'm like, fuck, how come I didn't know?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I ask, and I like to ask a lot of questions that I think a lot of the fans would like to know. Is it big, you know? But you're saying it is.
Yeah,
it's a
I
big
feel like
movement.
right now it's the biggest that I've seen it.
Okay, I'll give you an example, and I'll tell you how fast I saw this one club change in Houston, Texas. In 1991, I was on tour out there with big groups. Maybe you guys may not have heard of them. DJ Quick, EPMD, a guy named Father MC, and the Ghetto Boys. Okay, and we performed at a club in 1991 called the Palladium. Okay, I went back from 91. I went back to in 1997, so like 6 years. Okay, I went back to perform there. Now this time with the Cuban guy that I was producing for, and when I was there in 1991, it was an all black club. Like I was literally like the only like white guy there. Okay, and I was DJing for a lot of these guys, and when I went back, it was a straight Mexican club. Like it within 6 years, that whole scene just changed. It just changed. So I guess I'm trying to get a better picture, and I'm understanding on how big this, you know, Mexican music, the Spanish music is. You know, and I'm glad you guys are sharing that, because there are people that tune in here just for rap, you know, Chicano rap, or whatever else, you know. So this is the first time that we actually have somebody here that's representing corridos, and I'm happy that you guys are the first one, especially being we're all from the same neighborhood, you know, and that's dope. That's dope. So now, other than that, how did you guys all meet?
Well,
I met him in ninth grade.
Yeah, we all met individually. I met Omar in school, and Hera met Omar in school, but me and Hera didn't know each other in school.
Okay.
So we all met each other like good after school. It all started when in school I would sometimes sing. I remember there would be this kid one time. He took his guitar to school. I don't know the kid, honestly. To this day, I have no idea who that kid was. But I remember one day some kid took
He was an angel.
One day
he's a big reason for this.
Yeah, one day some kid took his guitar to school, and this was like during pilot break, like during the break during school. He started playing a song, and I started singing. And Omar was there, right? He sang. So that happened, and so like a couple months later, this was like during summer break. Omar hit me up. He's like, hey man, you know, you trying to do something sometime? You know, get together, play, sing, record some videos. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So me and him started. We went to the
This was ninth grade when you sang and like with that guy passing by.
Yeah, this all happened.
10th grade, I think. No, 10th grade.
Yeah,
or was it 11th grade?
The day that I sang, this was years ago. This was like in ninth grade. And then years later, Omar hits me up like, hey man, we should like jam out. So one day we went to right here, the Parque de los Patos.
Sí.
Harbor
Park.
Yeah.
But we all call it.
Harbor Park for those. The Duck Park, yeah, right there. But this is where it all started. One day, me and Omar went to the park and we recorded a video. I think we were singing El F1 by Nathaniel Cano.
Yeah,
we posted that on Instagram and people were fucking with it. And Omar told me that same day, he's like, hey man, you know, I have a homie who plays requinto. He's pretty good. His name is Hera. And he showed me a couple of his videos on Instagram. And like 2-3 days later, he hit me up and we all got together for the first time. It was at the, shout out to my boy Tony, if you're watching this. We all got together at my friend Tony's pad. And we just started jamming it there. That's the day we all met. We just got together, played some songs. Pues así empezó.
And how long ago was that again?
That was a year ago.
Yeah, this was like barely a year ago.
Okay, so you guys are fairly new.
Yeah, I don't think we've even been in an official grupo for more than 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is all new. This is all recent. Like this all just started like about a year ago.
Now let me ask you guys. So far, what you guys have put together. I mean, after break, we'll come back and then we'll talk a little bit more about where can people buy it or see you guys or hear you guys or whatever. But so far, within these 6 months to a year that you guys have been together, how has it been, man? Are you guys really loving what you guys are doing?
I mean, it's crazy. Like the things that we're doing is just insane. Like everything that we're doing. Like I mean, a massive part of this goes out to my boy Jaime over there at Know Thyself. I mean, shout out to Know Thyself. He's been helping us a lot. Like he picked us up. We really started from nothing. Like we had no intention of like being this. Like we didn't think, oh yeah, we're gonna drop music videos, we're gonna drop an EP. Like none of that. Like we we would just post videos on Instagram, and then it just all started. You know, Jaime hit us up, and all these things started happening. We started getting tocadas. We started doing videos, recording. It's crazy. Like,
and shout out to Anthony who put us onto No Eso.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that hit up Jaime. He showed Jaime to us. Yeah, and then that's when Jaime hit us up, and then he wanted to like work out something with us.
Yeah, shout out my boy Anthony Gonzalez. He's pretty much like the reason we're with KTS. But yeah, a lot of this is, I mean, it's been a short amount of time for all the things that we've done. It's honestly crazy. Like I personally can say I'm happy. We're happy with what we've accomplished in, you know, this little time,
short
and a lot to come too.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me ask you this. We got about a minute before we go to break, but I wanted to ask you guys this. So far, what has, and I want to hear it in each individually. What is the response that you have been getting from what you guys have been putting together so far?
Well, my friends from school, they're always hitting me up like, oh shoot, like good shit. We fuck with your music. They're like, oh, we don't listen to corridos, but we really like your guys' music. Even a Samoan kid, shout out to Miles. he hit us up. He's commented like, hey, you guys, I don't even know Spanish, but you guys get down, and that's how we know that we're doing something good.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, it's crazy. Like we have people support, even people from outside of our neighborhood, just supporting us. Like the response that we've been getting, it's good. I like the response that we're getting. You know, people supporting us from all. Some people even tell us that people are bumping us over there in Mexico, and it's crazy. I'm like, wow, really? And he's like, yeah, man, I got people over there in Tijuana, Michoacan bumping your music. It's like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like the response that we're getting is really motivating us more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay.
We'd love to see it.
And yourself?
I mean, it's like my boy Javi saying is wild. You know, like, damn, all this love that we're getting, we're just trying to make noise. It's just.
And what is the feedback that, you know, I know you say you guys get love, but
yeah,
like what are some of the words or some of the props that you've been getting?
Well, keep it going, échale ganas.
Yeah, most of it is people from the hood too, like telling us like, damn man, you guys doing good. Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Mr. Pimentel, my 9th grade math teacher, who I always used to annoy the fuck out of. A couple days ago, he hit me up. He's like, damn Javier, I see you guys are doing music. That's dope. Keep it up. I like that song El Bicho. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Even our teachers from banding are hitting us up. But yeah, we have people from all around the hood just telling us like, yeah, man, keep it up. You guys are putting the city on the map. And just all those kind of responses, like even from people outside of the hood, like, damn, you guys are hard. Like people should be more into like getting more into Wilmington. You know, they're making noise.
That'll work. Check it out. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back. So if you guys need to take a piss, you guys can go. Yep. So other than that, once again, everybody, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. You know why? Because the neighborhood is in the motherfucking building. Wilmington, stand up. We'll be back 10 minutes. Call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Wow. The instrumentation of, or the importance of the Rhodium Swap Meet and the mixtapes in the careers of Eazy-E and NWA and Dre and Yella and a lot of other folks too, even Battle Cat, you know, was very, very high because, again, they needed an outlet, particularly when people weren't really checking for them and that sound that they were trying to create elsewhere. At the Rhodium, you had at least a way to mass market your stuff and have people listen to it and give it an opportunity and give it a chance. And because Steve believed in and already had a relationship with Dre and Yella, he was more open to allow them to do that. And they were doing mixtapes for him too. Dre was doing them, Yella was doing them. So you could squeeze in, or they could squeeze in or sneak in some of that NWA stuff. So when people bought the mixtapes and they heard the songs in there, yo, what's that song? It's dope, I wanna hear that again. So it was a way to really market NWA and market the material that they had that wasn't getting, you know, let's say the radio play or getting the distribution that it needed at that time.
You know, Steve is definitely a part of the beginning. He was there, gave everybody a voice, and that was in the beginning. It gave everybody inspiration to want to do more. Like you, made you want to do more. Like me, made me want to do more. Like you, everybody ran. It goes down. The list is so long on how the Rhodium Swap Meet inspired people to be able to put music out because people couldn't put music out there. You know what I'm saying? So if you get your little song and you put it on the Rhodium Swap Meet, it'll be all over LA. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to press up no records back in there. Well, you did, but if you got them to Steve, they would be on the mixtape because he would put them on the mixtape. And I remember he was bringing the big crate, and Steve, you know, you get the crate and put them diamond style, and he would pick them up, give them to Drake, 4-track. They had the 4-track right there, and Steve would just sit there the whole day. They sit there the whole day. So I just remember that. I mean, you know, a lot of stuff happened back then. You know, we went our separate ways, you know, but at some point, you know, I still always remember. It's like your first grade teacher, you know her name.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rhodium Radio episode 133, and we are still here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that football game because this interview is actually going to be better than that game. Seriously, we're about to hit it out of the motherfucking ballpark. So without further ado, I hope I get it right once again. Los Enclikados del Puerto.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you guys doing?
We chilling. We are here live on the Rhodium Radio. Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah. In the city of what?
In the city of Wilmington, California.
Hell yeah. Okay, so you guys gonna play a little something for us?
Yeah. We got the instruments out. We're gonna give you guys a little exclusive, a little sneak peek of what's coming soon.
All right, cool. Give us like a half a song. Is that cool?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's do that.
So y'all can stay tuned for this. This is called Vivo Bien, de lo que se viene próximamente, dice más o menos. Me prendo un cigarro pa' andar bien, un trago en la roca y ando al 100. Me gusta andar relajado, así me han de ver. Las plebitas ya van a llegar y la fiesta ya va a comenzar. Que retumbe la bandona, ya quiero bailar. Pa' la sierra me voy a jalar, en mi rancho allá en Michoacán. Jicalana, ya radico en mi tierra natal. La vida la vivo bien, nada me de preocupar. Me prendo un cigarro de gelaro para relajar los ojos. Traigo tumbados, nadie a mí me va a juzgar. Así vivo yo mi vida, ¿quién me va a criticar? Coming soon, puro Enclikados del Puerto, right here live from the Rhodium Radio. Puro KTS, nothing less.
No, everybody's give on my hand praise real quick.
Coming
Hell
soon,
yeah.
y'all can stay tuned for that. Vivo Bien, puro Enclikados del Puerto.
Hell
Shout out to
yeah.
Carnales Entertainment.
Yeah, shout out to Carnales.
El que no les guste que se meten el pinche dedo.
Yo heard that. Ya si no les
So,
gusta,
yeah,
pues
yeah.
que se vayan a la verga.
So anyway, okay, so now if you can scoot it back in so we can get you a little bit in. Yeah, just try to scoot back in a little bit so that way we can get you back in. Back in focus.
Yep.
So, with that being said, first of all, that shit was dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you
enjoyed
for.
I enjoyed that, man. And now let me ask you this, because in rap, we do have some people that do have ghostwriters. Okay, you guys know what that is, right?
Yep.
Okay, in like, do you write all your lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, would you be open if somebody wanted to like write some stuff for you guys?
I mean, yeah, we've had people that told us like, hey, we have songs. Like, would you be down to sing it for us? And I mean, we could talk to someone about that. We're
Okay.
open to that.
Okay, but you guys pretty much write your own stuff.
Yeah, all of
play
our
your own
yeah.
stuff. Okay. Now let me ask you guys this: when you guys first got together, did you guys start recording immediately?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
When we first got together, we never thought of that. We never had a plan. We never knew we were gonna be recording our own songs. We never knew we were gonna be a group in general. We just like when we first got together.
Right.
But just time went by and we saw like, damn, we should start doing something with this and yeah, we hit up well my boy's primo, shout out to Carnales Entertainment, the one that records everything, mixes and masters all our tracks. Shout out to Carnales Entertainment, they're the ones that take care of us when it comes to all of our recordings.
Okay. Now, where did you guys start recording like your first demos, if you will?
Well, honestly, it was just this one time. Javi, well, it was just me and Javi that one time.
Okay.
We went to his tío's house because his tío's an engineer, and he was like, "Oh, you want to go record in the studio?" Like, I was like, "Oh, well, I never thought, like." So we went in. We did like 3 covers. We did like.
Yeah,
3 or 4
these
covers.
recordings were just for fun. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't our songs; they were just covers. But this is like when we first started recording. That's like that was our first ever recording ever. We had recorded 3 covers.
Okay. Now, did you guys end up playing those songs for somebody and if you guys did, what was the feedback that you guys got from those covers?
Those are not out. Those are never. Those.
Yeah, those never got out.
Yeah.
Those were just in between
for
us.
fun.
Okay, so you guys never showed anybody, like
Nah.
not even the homies?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, except Omar.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go that day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now when you heard it, what did you think?
It was good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this
That's-
was with my tío Rafa. He like he's a self engineer. You know, he doesn't have a studio or nothing. Like he just records from his house and from his laptop. He mixes everything. Like these were recorded in a day, and he gave it to us the same day. Like these were just for fun. Like with him, we weren't seriously like trying to record stuff and take them like release anything.
Okay. Now, when did you guys start recording together? Like as far as demos are concerned?
This was after we met Jaime. We met Jaime, and then he's the one that wanted us to start recording in a studio. And then he mentioned Carnales, and I was like, oh, he's my primo. He's my first cousin. He's primo hermano. So then he's like, oh, for sure. Like we could. Then that means that maybe like he won't charge us because he's family.
Right.
So we started going. I want to say like around August, maybe a little before that. And we started recording our EP. The first song that we recorded was El Bicho.
Okay.
El Bicho. I'm not sure if you heard of it, but it was written by
Yeah, that was the first ever song that we finished and recorded.
Okay. Now let me ask you. Start beginning with you. Let me like some of your maybe top 3, 4 corrido bands, groups that you like to listen to.
See any of it. Right now I'm really listening to like the old stuff, but that the people who I really like right now, I'll say I like Esteban Gabriel. He's from Texas. I can't really think of people, artists and stuff in my head right now. I like Abraham Vasquez.
Okay.
And Marca Registrada, Fidel.
Okay.
He's a really good writer.
Okay. What about yourself?
Right now I'm really into an artist called Junior H. I've always been into him. He's really popping right now. Actually, a lot of people like him. Also, I take a lot of inspiration from Abraham Vasquez as well. His way of writing and it's just his style in general in music. And Grupo Codiciado, which is the first group I ever got put on. The first ever Mexican music I fell in love with. I've always listened to them. They will always be my favorite grupo.
Okay.
Me, pues, well, con las viejitas, well, not really that old, like Hijos de Barrón and like Ariel Camacho, but I also like a lot of the new ones, like Junior H, like Abraham Vasquez, a lot of the new music as well.
Okay, that'll work. And right now, when you guys hooked up with Jaime, he took you guys to his studio, if I'm correct.
The studio is my cousin's.
Okay, your cousins.
Yeah,
okay.
he hit us up. He's like, hey, so do you guys record anywhere? And we're like, no, we don't have nowhere to record. But then he like Omar said, Jaime had mentioned to us about Carnales, and well, that just happens to be his cousin.
Okay.
So Omar told him, he's like, yeah, that's my cousin. And Jaime was like, oh, really? Well, let's see if we could work something up and get you guys cooking in there. And that's how it all started. Jaime hit up my boy Chuy over there at Carnales Entertainment, and he got us hooked on, and he just brought us in there, and we started cooking up. We started recording our first EP.
Okay, and how many songs of this EP? 6, 7?
It's 8 songs, 5 original songs, and 3 covers.
Okay. And when would that be released?
It's out.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah, it's out. It's been out for what? At least 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about. You said 5 originals and 3 covers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which one out of those 8 songs? Let me begin with you. If I had to twist your arm, for the people that are going to go look for it after, which one is your favorite song?
Well, honestly, my favorite song is a song called Fiesta en el Puerto. It's just a vibe, like just partying. Yeah, partying, just chilling with the homies. Like if you're just kicking back.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite song is damn, that's actually hard, but I have to go with El Botas. El Botas, one of the original songs. I wrote that one for my brother, and I don't know, that song, I really like that song. I like how it came out.
Okay.
El Botas too, and I also really like his song, which is El de la Verde.
Oh, El de la Verde. That one slept on. That one's a banger too.
Okay, now let me ask you guys, beginning with you, which one are people saying is like their shit?
I think El Bicho, because a lot of we went to go play at Andy's Hip Hop, and they were like, "Oh, tócanos
Shout out to
la de
Andy's.
Wilmas, la de Wilmington."
Uh-huh.
And they like people already know it as the
Everyone likes that song because it mentions Wilmington, and like the whole hood loves that song. Like, hey, el corrido de Wilmington. Like, hey, bump that shit, el bicho. Like everywhere we go, like, hey, el corrido de Wilmington. And we're like, all
Okay,
right.
and is that the one that you're getting as well?
Yeah, it's el bicho.
Okay, and any visuals out?
Yeah, we have two visuals out. A shout out to my boy Mickey Visions that records all our videos.
Compa Mickey.
We recorded 2 videos, El Bicho and El Botas, both directed by him. Those are right now. Those are the only 2 visuals we have out right now, but we're gonna drop more.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this: has there ever been a corrido for Wilmington at all?
That
you guys-
I know of. No, not for Wilmington. I've heard corridos mention Wilmington, but not specifically for Wilmington.
Okay. I know one of my boys. He had a song made for him, and I believe it mentions. I haven't heard it, but it's kind of several years old. But I believe it might have mentioned.
Jaime showed me a song today. I think it's called El Compa Hueso. Bones. Yeah. it mentions
Okay, that's the
Wilmington.
song I'm
Yeah?
talking about.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Huh?
Yeah, that's the one. You know what's funny? I never even heard it. I never heard it. And growing up, that was my best friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I call him the mayor of Wilmington. So if you're listening, what's up, Angel? So other than that, now, so the response is great. You got 2 videos out. Now, where can people purchase this or go listen to it?
All platforms, pretty much. You guys can go listen to it on Spotify, on Apple Music, on iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever. It's out everywhere, YouTube. So everyone who's trying to go find our music, we're under Los Enclikados del Puerto, everywhere.
Okay, now, talk to us about the name. How did you guys come up with that name?
The name's actually a funny story. We, like I said, when we first got together, we never ever had the intention to start a grupo. We never thought in our minds, hey, we're gonna make a grupo, we're gonna do all this. Like, no. It all started when I wrote El Bicho and I showed it to them, and I'm like, hey, what you guys think about this song? And they're like, damn, that's dope. You know, we should start dropping music. And then all that happened when we started writing. We started writing. This was all before we met Jaime, before we had anything to do with Know Thyself. But we were writing our songs, and we wanted to drop them. So I remember one day was in a group chat. Omar said, so what are we gonna call ourselves? And we're like, oh shit. Cause it just like, he didn't even say, hey, so we're gonna make a grupo, or like, no, nothing. He just said, so what are we gonna call ourselves? We're like, oh shit, all right, so this is real. So we're like, all right, let's get thinking of some names. And we were just throwing out like a bunch of like cliche, like all that, like oh, Los de la W or Los del 310, like all that mainstream stuff. We were like, nah, we're trying to sound like different, you know, we're trying to just sound out from everybody else. So Omar, he sent to the group chat, he's like, Los Enclikados del Puerto. And we're like, oh shit, that sounds dope. Enclikados basically means is like, well, right now in the corrido movement, there's these artists out called Herencia de Patrones. They have a catchphrase called "clica shit," and it was like it was popping. It's to this day, like it's still popping. Like, you'll hear like morritos saying, "Hey, clica shit," like yeah. But we were like, damn, that sounds dope. And like clica, you know, it's basically a clique, you know, a group. So we're like, you know, we're a group, so you know, we're Enclikados. Like that's what we are. We're Enclikados. So we're like, fuck it, Los Enclikados del Puerto. We're from the Puerto.
That's dope.
And then we told ourselves, we're like, all right, we'll just stick with that and to see, you know, what we finally come up with. And it just stuck on. We just never.
How are
fucked
people responding to that name?
I feel like they know it more as EDP,
Yeah,
which is
people-
also a dope like.
EDP for our acronym, EDP.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Do you guys have a website? Other than I know you guys have an Instagram.
Yeah, we got. We have a shop online. You guys could go. Hey, actually, man, we brought a gift for you, Tony.
For real?
Yeah.
What is tequila bottle?
Nah, we're underage, man. Nah, we got this EDP beanie for you. That we just dropped these.
Hell yeah.
You guys could go check these out on our Instagram, link in our bio. You guys could go scope them out. We have different colors and everything, but. Yeah, we brought you that, just a little gift, you know. Thank you for having us on. Algo para que nos recuerdes, you know.
Hell yeah. Put this on next time I go rob somebody.
Our Instagram is los_enclicados del Puerto. No underscore between del Puerto because it didn't fit.
Hey, nah, but yeah, we go under Los Enclikados del Puerto everywhere on all platforms, all music platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Like I said, if you guys want to go scope out our merch, we have merch. You guys could go link in our bio. Y'all can go check that out. We have all kinds of beanies.
Yeah, I have your Instagram up there. As a matter of fact, once the video's posted, it'll also be on the description where people can just go and follow you guys.
Sure.
Now, I saw correct me if I'm wrong,
Uh-huh.
a little video clip or some pictures that you guys were performing on the corner of
Oh
Anaheim
yeah.
Avalon?
That was dope. That was an event set up for my boys over there. My boys Just Us, another artist from the Know Thyself team.
Uh-huh.
They had a little like to promote their EP that they just dropped. You all could go check that out too. It's a 4-album banger, a four song banger. You know, it's a short EP, but it's some bangers. They went to go promote it right there at the corner of Avalon and Anaheim under the I Heart, no, what is it? The Heart of the Harbor sign.
Yeah.
And they went there and they started. They just performed live to promote their EP. And Jaime had hit us up that same day. So it was like a last minute thing. He's like, hey, so I got this thing going with Just Us. You guys want to come through? You know, maybe you guys could perform too. And we're like, shit, fuck it. So we went. Keep in mind, the day before we had a tocada. So we got home like at 1, 2 in the morning. We were all tired.
Wow.
So he hit us up the next morning and we were like, oh, fuck it, let's do this shit. So we went and yeah, he had them perform and then he just popped us out of nowhere. He's like, hey, so now we got EDP and we were up there performing. We performed a couple songs from our EP up there.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You know what? You guys may think that maybe nobody's listening, but there's people listening, bro. And sometimes groups have to do that, you know. It's kind of like what I always preach here to all the artists: promote yourself until it pays off. You know, you gotta do it because you gotta start here. You know what I'm saying? Then you go up.
Mm-hmm.
Most people want to take the elevator to success. Nobody wants to take the stairs.
Yeah.
And you have to take the stairs. You know, there is no. I mean, you know, there are some people that because of social media today, they could be like, for lack of better words, a nobody today, and because of TikTok, they could be a celebrity tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody could do something stupid. He could be a nobody, and then all of a sudden do a prank where he's eating fucking dog food.
That's just crazy how people are getting famous now.
Eslabon Armado, they got famous off of TikTok because they were using their sound, their song.
You know, and if you guys ever do that, I'll tell you, take advantage because nothing lasts forever.
Yep.
You know, because it's only a gimmick, it's a spoof, but when you guys go through that door and you got some the talent, you know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit, you know? So now, okay, so the EP is out, 8 songs. You can hear it on YouTube, all platforms. What does EDP doing now? Right now,
just all we can tell you guys is stay tuned. The album right now is just doing good. We still got people bumping it, but we got a lot of shit coming. Music coming very soon, like very, very soon. As soon as you guys, like sooner than you guys think. Everyone that's supporting us, thank you guys. Everyone that's being patient, thank you guys. We kind of lagged it when we dropped our EP. I remember we were announced it like a long time ago. But I mean, people stuck with us and they were patient, and then we dropped it, and now they're still bumping it. And yeah, just all we can tell you guys is more music. What we can tell you guys is expect a bunch of singles coming, a bunch of singles and a bunch of visuals too. Those are coming. Me and my boy Miggy and Jaime, we've just been thinking up of video ideas, a lot of video ideas. So a lot of visuals and a lot of singles coming soon.
Okay, now have other groups reached out to you guys at all and said, "Man, that shit's dope"?
Not other groups. We've had like pages on Instagram, like big pages, like, and we've had like record labels hit us up, like, hey man, you guys are good, you know, maybe we can talk or something like that. But I mean, we don't really have like groups, like other groups that like hit us up and tell us like, hey, we do get like some support from local groups that comment under our shit, but like they never hit us up directly. Okay.
You know what? Whenever I hear something or I see something that's dope, I became close friends with people when I hit them up. Like, I didn't even know these guys. I didn't even think they would actually even read my message. I don't even think they even knew if they knew who I was, but I would just reach out and say, hey, man, I think that shit is dope. I like your fucking style. I like your sound. It's unique. You know, it's different. And believe it or not, they hit me right back and they say, thank you, man. And some of these guys are very well known. And here's what they tell me. I hardly ever get that, you know. People mostly come on my page and talk shit or they hate or whatever. And I'm like, wow. But it's funny that this person said that. He said, most of my friends don't ever compliment me. It's always people on the outside.
Yeah.
That always, you know.
Low key, like, we don't have a lot in this game. Obviously, we haven't been around the scene that for that long, but I could kind of feel that, you know, that we have all kinds of people from outside this community supporting us, and like we do have people from here from Wilmington like supporting us, but like there's just people that I grew up with, and they knew that I probably wanted to do this, and they're just like right now they're just MIA, and it's like damn.
Serio, all those people that said I wasn't gonna make it.
Dope, man, dope. You know. Now let me ask you this: is there anything that I didn't ask you guys? anything that you guys want to share or promote? I know you guys said that the EP drop. You guys are working on something new. You guys can't really talk about it, but I expect a lot of singles, visuals, and everything. Is there anything else that maybe I'm leaving out that I should,
I mean, not necessarily anything that we haven't mentioned. I mean, just all we could really tell you guys is just stay tuned. Like, if you thank you guys for supporting us, like, for real.
Okay. Now let me ask you guys this and be honest. You guys got any girl groupies yet?
Nah.
Todavía
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Todavía no. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Okay. So yeah. But other than that, now let me ask you this. I know due to COVID, people are limited in performing. Have you guys been performing at all?
Like at venues?
Yeah,
No.
well, just like small, maybe like, because I know you guys performed the other day on the street corner. I know that's something small, but have
Like
you guys
gigs?
done? Yeah.
Like gigs,
Yeah, we do little
we
gigs.
do tocadas. Like,
Okay.
we go play at parties. They be hitting us up, like, just 2 p.m. and
Okay.
so, yeah.
Now, when this thing opens up, do you guys plan, obviously, to,
Yeah, si Dios quiere, hopefully.
The Promociones del Puerto, they hit us up. They Jaime has good connections with them, and they want us up there, like, to open the shows and everything.
They were supposed to have a show this January that got canceled due to COVID, but it was gonna be a big show over there at the Longshoreman Hall, and it was gonna be our first ever big performance, like, on a stage ever.
Right. Okay. And do you guys get nervous? I know you guys are youngsters, but do you guys get nervous?
At first, I would get nervous all the time, but now it's just like not really. Maybe just like when we're on our way to the place, but once we're there, it's just like, all right, man, we got this.
What about yourself?
I want to say no, but at the same time, there's always like a little bit of nerves, you know.
Does
There's
it
always
show
gonna be
when you're
nerves.
playing?
Yeah, but as soon as like I get in my zone, like I just forget about everything.
Okay. What about yourself?
I mean, damn, honestly, I get really nervous, but I just me echo mi churro y me relajo y vamos a darle.
Échale churro. Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully then nobody took that wrong. But anyways, now, do you guys ever plan, like, do you guys do any other singing other than yourself?
I mean, he has a song.
Yeah.
Okay.
He dropped a song on the EP, and he be cooking up too.
Yeah.
He has
Well,
some.
I'll be ready,
yeah,
yeah.
expect music from my boy Hera too. He be dropping singles with us.
Okay.
Too.
So possibly maybe even a solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And yourself, you do any singing?
Yeah, I've been practicing my singing. 'cause
yeah?
I used
Just in
to
the
sing
shower?
Like shit. No. Well, I've been actually practicing, and I have a little romantica written already that I'm ready to record.
So eres
That's
bien
what-
romántico.
Yeah, I prefer singing
Compa enamorado.
romanticas.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I
my boy's always
prefer-
been to on that romantico scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he likes Juan Gabriel.
Yeah, enamorado viejo. No, this is the mujeriego of the group. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah.
Oh, for reals?
Yep.
Single, ready to mingle?
Yep.
No, I'm looking for a girl. I want a girl. I want a relationship, honestly.
He said he wants a relationship. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You know, because yeah. Okay. I'll leave that one alone. Yeah, I'll leave that one alone. But other than that, you know what? I want to thank you guys for coming through. You guys are always welcome. I want to thank you guys for singing. Maybe if you guys can, if it ain't too late, you guys want to leave with maybe a little verse or something again.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
Bicho?
We
Yeah,
can play a little
Alex,
song.
can you handle their stuff? And oh, I'm sorry, Alex is too busy texting. So, yeah. But anyways, Alex, thank you. But yeah, just if you can, even if just give us about a 1 minute.
Yo, this is shout out to everyone showing love to the song El Bicho. I would like to say currently our most successful song is doing good. Everyone's fucking with this song. La canción de Wilmington, as most of you guys know it.
Yeah, go for it.
Es que ya por nombre El Bicho dice más o menos. ese carrito blanco como volaba ya por Wilmington hasta llegar a Sur Centro. Me llegan muchos recuerdos, viajecitos a Modesto se aventaba cada mes o dos. Se quedaba ahí un buen tiempo y regresaba con dinero. No es mentado ni discreto, pero el viejo se da a conocer por el carro que se carga. No es lujoso ni del año, pero cuando arriba de las pilas siempre carga. Ahora lo verán bien puesto con su raza en Los Ángeles, Modesto, tal vez allá en Uruapan. Botellitas de champán que se destapa y una morrita a su lado, la feria nunca le falta. Puro Enclikados del Puerto, como no, compadre. Shout to my boy Tony A, puro Rhodium Radio.
Dope, everybody. Come on, let's give it up.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Yo, Wilmington in the building. So we're gonna go ahead and thank EDP.
Yeah, man, thank you for having us, man. It's really an honor to have us here. This is our first ever face-to-face interview. It's crazy to be here on the Rhodium Radio, where a lot of people have been here, man. Thank you for having us.
Let's start with you. Shout-outs. Any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to Carnales and to KTS. Thank you, Jaime, for everything you
Yo,
have
shout out to Know Thyself for everything that they've done to us. Shout out to Carnales Entertainment, and shout out to everyone supporting us in general. If you guys are bumping our music, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Puro Enclikados Del Puerto.
Well, shout out to Carnales Entertainment. Shout out to Know Thyself, KTS, nothing less. And I want to shout out my tío, my tía that are watching. What's up, guys? And my familia, everybody supporting. You already know we got a lot of bangers coming.
Everybody supporting. Thank you very much, and thank you for having us here.
Well, thank
Tony
you guys.
A.
Thank you
For us,
guys.
it means a lot.
Let's definitely stay in touch. I would definitely like to bring you guys back. Okay?
And we'd be glad to
All
be
right,
back.
everybody. We're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break. So if you got to go take a crap, go for it. Get yourself a Modelo. Warm up your food because we got MTO in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't fuck around. See you guys soon. Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Yo, right about now, Dr. Dre is in effect. Cold tan shit up with my man Steve at the Rhodium Swap Meet. And we here to lay it on the line. To all them sucker niggas out there claiming our tapes and shit, we just got one thing to say.
Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Yeah! Now my name's Dr. Dre. 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 Went to a party in West LA. Wanna learn a new dance, that's what you say. Well, here's a new dance that can't be matched. So just step to the floor and do the cat. Here it comes, here it comes, here it kitty come, come. Here it comes, here it comes, here it kitty come, come.
Ice Cube getting dumb at the Roadium with the funky drum, and you know my man Steve can get some. With a fool like Tony A when he plays stupid dope shit by WA. You wanna spray? Dumb motherfuckers, no doubt. And sucker DJ, get the fuck out. Tony A.
What did you say your name was? What did you say your name?
Tony A.
I have won 1 million battles. Lights, cameras, action, sound. Give me that mic, I'm about to go down.
Thinking of a master plan.
This story's funny. I met this girl and she had money.
A Rhodium mixtape to me was something that was made just for the Rhodium. You wouldn't hear it anywhere else. And they would do raps on those tapes that were nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And they were truly the first mixtapes that we ever heard, you know? And they would shout the Rhodium out, and you could kind of tell it was like someone's garage, maybe. The little echo, you know what I mean? It wasn't completely perfect and polished yet, but that was the beauty of it, that it was so raw that we could feel that shit. And I would just play them shits and draw. That was my inspiration, my motivation to draw. So I always had to have some type of music. You know, if it wasn't the Dynamic Superiors or the Temprees or some funk playing, it was, you know, second to none. It was quick. It was the Penthouse Players, you know, High C. And Tony G was at that time was like a god too. You know what I'm saying? He was out there DJing Latin freestyle parties, and all the girls had their hairspray like a lion and shit, and hickeys on their neck, and man, pushing strollers, and we'd be like, ooh, look at, you know, these parties at La Casa and shit, you know what I'm saying, in downtown, and mini trucks, and beds were folded in the air like transformers and shit in the boulevard, coming up and changing and flipping, and subwoofers beating before the person even hit the corner. You get goosebumps, like, damn, and Elko would bend the corner on Dayton's, and you were like, ooh, that fool's strapped right there. That fool gotta be strapped. Motherfucker had candy ribbons, little Willie ribbons from Compton on the side of his shit. Jerry curl dripping all over his shit. Bent over to the side, bumping that fucking Rhodium shit. And he had a tape that only came from right there. And if you didn't know about that place, or you didn't live in that area, you didn't have that shit. So that's kind of one up that the harbor area had on a lot of other people. Compton was next door, but that harbor area was ended in Gardena. You know what I'm saying? So, man, those were great times, man.
A Rhodium mixtape is like a kilo of cocaine. It's like a kilo of amigo powder. You get that shit, you cut that motherfucker open, and you put it in your motherfucking CD player, and you start listening, and you be like, that's dope, shit, this is dope. How you do that? But really, a Rhodium mixtape, bro, if you haven't experienced it, and you was in hip-hop back then, I don't know what the hell you was doing. You done fucked up. A Rhodium mixtape is like, it's a kilo of cocaine. Music-wise, I'm saying, motherfucker.
Man, that's a little tough, but I'll tell you what, it was the best thing ever for me, man. It was just kind of like something you never heard about. And especially West Coast was not getting that shine at the time, you know? So you would go to this place and they would make a custom tape, like, you know? And not knowing what it was just the sound that came out of those tapes that, if I'm correct, you'd have to like, I would be feeling for those things if it was monthly, if not sometimes bi-monthly, but a tape, it was just a mixture of the latest songs all mixed together. But the intro had like this crazy mix that I at the time I believed that it was like 4 turntables at the same time, but I was like, how the hell are they doing this? Like, was it Superman behind the turntables or something like that? But a mixtape was a real mixtape. It was actually a cassette too, you know, just for the record.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rhodium Radio episode 133. 133. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl, but I'll tell you what, this is going to be much, much better. But congratulations to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for that dope-ass game. And for all you KC fans, pues ni modo. What do you want me to do? But anyways, without further ado, please allow me to introduce my second guest, MTO from
San Diego.
San Diego, stand up.
What's up? What's up? San Diego in the house, National City to be exact.
Awesome.
Old Town National City to be exact, right there.
Now I know you had a drive over here, quite a bit of a drive.
Yeah.
How much of the Super Bowl did you get to catch?
Maybe halftime.
Okay.
We stopped in Menifee to pick the SoCal Tacos Michelada mix for you. Yes. From SoCal Tacos, right there, my boy.
Awesome.
So we stopped in Menifee to pick that up, and we took a drive out here. So it was like an hour and 25 minutes from Menifee. So we took the 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know the results of the game.
Yeah. 30, was it 39-9?
Well, I don't know, but it was 30-something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Que putiza.
Man, you know what? Like, I'm a Saints fan.
Okay.
I'm a Saints fan. When Drew Brees left the Chargers, I followed Drew Brees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping for the Chiefs to win. I had money on both of the teams. You know, I had $100 on the Chiefs, and then I had like $40 on the Tampa Bay.
Okay.
So I won money. You know. So I won my $100 back. So yeah, but man, Tom Brady, what a goat, huh? What a beast, man! Like to win seven Super Bowl rings.
Was it seven or six?
7, right? 7. It's 7 today.
Fuck.
Wow, like, you know, it shows you that.
And I think that's his 10th Super Bowl.
Yeah, his 10th appearance, right?
Yeah. Okay. And this is the history that he won it at home.
Yeah.
He won
the first time in history, too.
Yes. And the first time being the first year with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the thing. Now, I know people that know football can relate to this, that everybody was saying he was only winning allá in New England because of the system, the coaching. Okay.
Now it's all.
Right. We can't take that away from Belichick. Okay?
Yeah.
Pero it's also him too, bro.
Yeah, it's just, he's a goat. He's a beast. Like, I don't know. He's like a machine, right? I think he's a machine, like Cristiano Ronaldo for, soccer.
Right. Okay.
It's like, man, I can't believe he won.
I know. I know. It's like, and with the tight end, Gronkowski.
Yeah. Number 82, or I forgot his number, but yeah.
And he came back out of retirement to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah. And my son was telling me about that Tom Brady kind of convinced him to come back just to win a Super Bowl with him, you know? And then they also had Antonio Brown.
Right.
Oh my God. So it's like with everything that, you know, with Antonio Brown's stuff that's going on, and they still picked him up, and he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like amazing. For me, it's amazing. Like I said, Tom Brady's a beast.
Right. I mean,
can't take that away from him.
Exactly. I love football. I could watch any football game. I was rooting for Tom Brady because, you know, when you mention people like, let's just say, Tiger Woods, Muhammad Ali, Julio Cesar Chavez, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? All legends.
Yeah.
All legends. And for us to be able to witness all of these legends, you know, in our lifetime, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was talking to my son about that in the car. Like, you know, Julio Cesar Chavez, Muhammad Ali, legends, Michael Jordan, another legend, Kobe Bryant, another legend. You know, and the rap game for me, it's you know, Eminem. I don't know. I just love the way he just lyricist, you know?
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy. Like, but congratulations to the Bucks, man. you have money on them, right? Or no?
No. Actually, a couple of guys wanted to bet me.
Yeah.
But the reason why I didn't bet, and I was explaining to my past guest, well, my guest that I just had, was that a lot of these guys, they try to make up their own rules that when they lose.
Yeah.
You know,
like I'll pay you later. Or
well, I'll get you next Friday.
Yeah.
Or,
payday.
Yeah.
I'll get you on payday.
Yeah, fuck all that.
EBT and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Get you on food stamps.
You know, or you know I'm good for it. Like, and they start talking like that. No,
they don't have a job, no tienen trabajo and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, so I don't bet unless maybe I'm right in front of the person.
Yeah.
And like, okay, put the 100 right there.
Yeah.
You know, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah.
Now, San Diego. So for a while, obviously, you were.
I was a Charger fan.
Of course. Now, how do you think fans in San Diego felt them coming to LA, man?
Betrayed.
Really?
Like that's what I felt. Like I said, when Drew Brees got hurt in that football game with his arm, and he went to the Saints, you know, he won the Super Bowl. I just followed him, but I still stayed a Charger fan, you know, because they had Darren Sproles, they had LaDainian, they had Antonio Gates, they had Malcolm Floyd. So I stayed with the Chargers, you know, because I really believed in them.
Right.
And then, like, you know, like I said, you know what, when, you know, like I was a Charger fan, a loyal fan for a couple of years, and then they came to LA.
Right.
And I was like, I felt betrayed. I was like, you know what, that's kind of like a lot of people burn the jerseys. I didn't. I still have my jerseys, you know, in the closet, you know, like I'm not going to burn them. I paid fucking money for them. Why am I going to burn them or throw them away?
You know what was a sad story coming out of San Diego Chargers, man? And I felt this one. I saw a documentary on it, Junior Seau.
Yeah.
You know, it was sad, bro. And I from what little I know,
yeah,
maybe you heard different. Was he suffering from mental issues?
Yeah, from the concussions and all the head injuries and stuff. He's an Oceanside resident. He was born in he went to Oceanside too, so he was close to San Diego. Yeah, like, you know, it's what happens. It's like PTSD with the military people, you know. They suffer from the PTSD, and of course, you know, he had a lot of concussions over the years. I guess it affected him, and yeah, you know, sadly he passed away, you know.
Right.
So
did you ever see that movie, the one with ¿cómo se llama? What the fuck's his name? Will Smith. I want to say Concussion or algo así.
Will Smith.
It was one where he played a doctor, somewhat a true story, and he was realizing that a lot of these football players suffer concussions. They start going loony, going crazy.
I didn't watch that movie.
And
I haven't watched it.
Dude, it's a really, really good movie. I want to say, que se llama Concussion, I think.
Yeah? No, I've never watched it, but I'm gonna definitely, you know.
If you watch it, it's supposedly like a true story.
Yeah.
And the NFL shut him down, bro.
Oh, because of the...
Yes, because he was exposing people going crazy after so many concussions.
Like the Aaron Hernandez, like how he exposed a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You know, like on the injections and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, they want to keep you quiet. They want to keep you, you know, make sure that doesn't flow to the air, to the public. So
because it's all about money, man.
Exactly. It's all about money.
Yeah.
This world, this COVID thing, I mean, you know, everybody has their different opinions. I feel it's all about money.
Right.
You think they're going to get rid of the mask? It's $1 trillion, you know, market right now.
Right.
The people that invested, you know, that were the distributors of the mask, imagine how many millions of dollars they earn.
Yeah, it's a business now.
Oh, yeah. It's always been a business. You know, the pharmaceutical stuff, it's always been a business.
Well, you know, like I always said, the hospitals or doctors are meant to keep you sick. You know, you read things in bottles, say temporary relief.
Yeah.
Why not just permanent?
Yeah, or you hear the commercials later on, right? If you took this Losartan or whatever, call us. There's you could sue them. Like, you know, they don't even know what they're putting on these.
Or now you can take this if you want to live a better life, but you may suffer, you know, inflated liver, suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, your feet will get smaller. You know, I mean, it's like
it's true though. Like I don't know. It's just crazy when it comes to talking about that stuff.
Yeah, you take that pill, 10 things happen to you, but you feel better.
Yeah,
you're like,
you'll die next year.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll tell you what, if I, you know, the older and older I get, if I ever get sick, I'm not going to no fucking hospital, bro.
Yeah,
because
me neither.
They're pretty much going to do away with you. Yeah. Oh, he didn't. He stopped breathing last night.
I like drinking vitamins. You know, like the moringa and lecithina and, you know, cinnamon pills. Like I like to, you know, the herbal stuff, like Dr. Sebi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I really believe that, you know, plants and all that stuff, I think it's better than pharmaceutical stuff. So I usually take that for sure.
Well, there's so many side effects to so much of the shit that people take now.
Yeah. And everything's prescription. Like you go to a doctor, they're going to prescribe you something. they gotta prescribe you something because they sell a couple. You know, they give you a pen, a nice pen and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you know, take this, and of course they're making money. Like you said, it's all about money.
And a lot of that shit that they give you is what is it? Vicodins, and then what's the higher ones now?
And all that stuff.
All of that shit is like in the heroin family.
Oh yeah.
Before you know it, fucking tecato.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's true. It's the way it works, Tony. That's the way that you know, the pharmaceutical. It's a moneymaker.
So take care of yourself. See, I need to stop drinking these.
Yeah. Those are bad for you. Even Red Bull is bad for you.
But these are 0 sugar, so it kind of makes me feel better. But and you know what's funny? I never get no fucking energy out of that bullshit. I get more energy from.
I'd rather drink michelada.
Than a michelada, bro. You know. But now, let me ask you this: baseball guy.
Padre fan, yes.
Padre fan.
Tony Wayne, Ken Caminetti, Steve Garvey, Benny Santiago. Yeah, 90s, in the early 90s. I'm a big Padre fan.
Okay, what about basketball?
Basketball, you know what? I was never into basketball. Never liked basketball. I don't know why. I had my son that used to play basketball when he was a kid, but I never liked it. I don't know why. I never followed it. I've never been to a Laker game. Mm-hmm. Everybody from San Diego, they love the Lakers, you know? Right. So they come to the Laker games. But I've never been to a Laker game in my life.
Really?
Never. I've never been to a basketball game either. Not even in Tijuana. Nothing. So it's like, I don't know. Not a basketball guy. I'm a baseball guy. I'm a football guy. I'm a big soccer fan.
Okay, Chivas o qué?
Chivas de Guadalajara. Mi papá era de Guadalajara.
We got an America guy right here.
Oh, no, hombre. Son quesos.
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
Nah, I'm just kidding, man.
Okay, what, boxing?
Boxing, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Of course.
Yeah, the legend.
Who would you say, after Julio Cesar Chavez, would you say that you thought was going to climb up there? I'll give you an example. You know who I really thought was going to be like the next Julio? Because I think we're only given like those legends once every 50 years. Marco Antonio Barrera. I don't know if you remember.
And I want to say my compa Eric Terrible Morales from Tijuana. Saludos al compa Terrible. That's my homie right there. Yeah.
Well, you know, that's cool. Yeah. They had classic fights.
Oh, yeah.
Classic
fights.
Yeah,
they had 3 fights.
Yeah, 3 fights.
He was the first Mexican to ever beat Pacquiao. El Terrible Morales was the first Mexican Latino to ever beat Pacquiao.
What was homeboy's name? Juan
Manuel Marquez?
The one that fucking put
Pacquiao to sleep with the NyQuil?
Dude.
Yeah. That was Juan Marquez.
Dude, and I don't mean like no disrespect, but I saw a post like when that came out that night the whole Philippines got knocked out.
Yeah, like you seen his wife's face, like she felt like he had died.
Like
he got knocked the fuck out.
Like
Chris Rock.
He was out, bro.
He got knocked the fuck out, right? It's like that shit was crazy.
I saw an interview where they were talking to his trainer, and they just said, they asked him, you know, how did he time him like so well? You know?
Was Freddie Roach his trainer at that time?
No, I don't believe so.
No, right?
I heard it was some Mexican dude.
Okay.
You know, unless he was assistant trainer, but he was a trainer for Juan. And they asked him, like, how did you time that knockout so bad? Because he looked like he was pretty much over because his whole face was so fucking bloody.
Yeah.
Okay? He said that they timed it because every time he threw a jab, he would do this twice. Yeah. And then he would throw it.
So he was waiting for it.
He was waiting for the little flinch.
And then boom.
If you go back and look at that little clip,
yeah,
he does this, and that's when he threw it. And that's when he fucking...
So he was just timing it perfectly.
Perfect, bro.
And he did land it. And he went out, like really, you know, like that was crazy.
That was like a grand slam in boxing.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like he drinks his own piss. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yes, like I guess in Mexico, and es el DF, so I know that he used to drink his own piss, like I guess for protein or something like that. Yeah, read about it, or you know, watch some videos or whatever. Like, but yeah, he drinks his own pee when he's doing the training.
Damn, pretty soon me vas a decir that he took out 2 ribs so he could suck his own pee-pee. So, like,
I mean, like I don't know if I would never drink my own pee, but you know, like when you get stung by a stingray, right?
And he drinks it warm.
They're supposed to pee on you. They're supposed to pee on you to cover the wound or something. I don't know.
For real?
Yeah, it really heals it. Yeah.
Did you ever hear that joke that when the guy was taking a piss that the snake bit him in his weenie?
No.
Okay. And then he tells his buddy, go run for help. I'm gonna die. So his buddy runs for help, goes to the doctor. He goes, hey, my friend just got bit by a snake. What do you do? And he goes, take the part where, you know, he got bit and suck it out of it. Suck the venom out of it. Yeah. So he runs back to the dude. He goes, what did the doctor say? He says, you're gonna die.
If I don't suck your dick. Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but drink his own piss.
Yeah.
I've heard of like curanderos that do like, I recommend.
Witchcraft shit.
Like, you know, that Walter Mercado shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but.
Walter Mercado.
You know what's funny? One, rest in peace, Joan Rivers. When she passed away, somebody made a meme of Walter Mercado and put rest in peace, Joan Rivers.
That's fucked up. Damn. Wow.
That's fucked up.
But growing up, you know, we always used to watch that, huh? Walter Mercado.
Amor.
Yeah. Like, you know,
That motherfucker.
Yeah, we grew up around that time, you know.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, every time.
And now, like, we miss him because he's dead.
Yeah, we do. Did you ever see his documentary?
No.
Okay.
It's on Netflix, though, I heard.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
When you
I
guys
gotta
get a
watch it.
chance, watch the Walter Mercado documentary. It's pretty fascinating, dude.
Is it just one episode or?
No, I think it's like several. I think it's like 4.
Yeah.
One series, but it's pretty fascinating how he came up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, how he blew up because I mean everybody knew his ass.
He wasn't Mexican though. Huh?
No.
He was like from.
A mí se me hace que era puertorriqueño.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, okay.
Yeah.
But check out the documentary; it's pretty interesting.
I will.
Now I have to ask you this because where originally are you from?
Okay, so a lot of people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" So I was originally born in Tijuana.
Okay.
All right, in Tijuana. My parents brought us to San Diego when we were like about 4 or 5 years old. So saludos a Tijuana, toda mi raza en Tijuana, la colonia obrera. So yeah, I was originally born in Tijuana. My parents brought us to a city called National City.
Okay.
Right there in, you know, like everybody calls it the city they call Nasty. So that's where.
Why that?
I don't know, because we, like you guys have Whittier, right? Whittier Cruising Street.
Right.
We used to have Highland Avenue.
Okay.
We used to cruise Highland Avenue on Sundays, you know, listening to Art LeBeau and shit and oldies. And back in the days, we had the pullouts. Remember the pullouts and shit, the Alpines, and we used to cruise to fucking Freestyle Explosions and shit, like Thump Record stuff.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, rest in peace to Richard. He just passed away from East Side Records.
East Side Records, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so rest in peace to him.
Rest
My
in peace.
condolences to his family, to Bill from Thump. So, you know, I never got a chance to meet him. Never got a chance to meet him, but I know he helped out a lot of Chicanos out there. So rest in peace to him.
As we're getting older, man, we're starting to see a lot of these guys that we grew up knowing or hearing about, or making an impact in music, just passing away.
Yep.
And it just makes you feel like, fuck, you're getting closer.
I know. You know what? Time is like, you know, you only get one chance at life, and you got to take advantage of every single minute, every single second. Just, you know, like tell the people that you're close to, tell them that you love them every single day, because you never know.
And I'm glad you said that, because there are people that spend their fucking life complaining.
Yeah.
Instead of making the best out of their life.
Making a difference.
Yeah. Make a difference. Don't fucking gossip and talk and hate on somebody. Because you know the sad thing is, here's what I don't want. I don't want to die and then nobody not miss me.
Correct.
I want to make an impact enough where people will say, you know what, this dude made a difference. This dude, he loved people. He helped people.
Yeah, and you're doing that, Tony. You're doing that with this platform.
You're
doing that because, like, honestly, like, this is the biggest platform, like, right now in California. Like, no matter how you look at it, no matter what anybody thinks about it, this is the biggest platform. And you've created this from the ground, you know? And like you said, you don't want to be missed. You've actually left stones here and there, you know, with every little group, you know, like youngsters and older guys, you know, like I've seen a lot of your podcasts and I'm like, man, he's opened a lot of doors. No matter what anybody says, you've built this and with your team, and it's never been a you thing. Like, it's never been it's always been your team.
Yeah.
Know? And that's what it's about.
Absolutely. And even then, I like to even take it a step further and say, you know what, it's I want to shine light on people.
Yeah.
Especially our people. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Opening doors. And like I told the group that I interviewed before, that I want them to do the same for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, because one thing that people say about us, and when I say us, our people, is that we hate on each other. And it is very, very true.
It is. It's very, very true. And when I opened my record label in 2006, you know, I didn't want to close out myself. I wanted to open my mind to being something bigger than Chicano rap. I didn't want to just label. I wanted to make sure that everybody had an outlet, right? So I signed regional singers. You know, I even have a reggaetoneros from Tijuana, CALI, Kalani. Just, you know, everybody. I give an opportunity to everybody, because this is not just about Chicano rap. This is about everybody, about Mexicans, you know? A Mexican is not only Chicano rap. It's regional, it's reggaetoneros. There's Spanish rap. There's, You know, there's everything.
Los corridos.
Corridos. Ahorita están pegando los corridos, machín. I was listening to these guys. These guys are amazing.
Yeah.
I love that corrido, the one that they sang at the end.
The Wilmington.
Yeah, and I just actually bought their album, so I'm gonna listen to it on the way back to San Diego. So, man, yeah, that's what we gotta show support to the youngsters. Right?
Absolutely, because it doesn't belong to us anymore. It's they're the future.
Them. Yeah,
and the sad thing is that you got old ass dudes that are trying to hold on to it still. Get the fuck out the way.
I've always said that our kids, our youth is the future, and just like you, like I'm a community activist in National City. And I want our kids to be safe in the street. I want them to go out to the parks and play, you know? Like right now it's been crazy. Like they can't even go to the parks. Kids are going crazy. My little girl, she fucking cut her hair. You know, like they're stuck in the house. It's like, fuck, give them a break, you know? But they need to feel secure in the streets. And that's where we come in, you know? Like you got LA, I got San Diego. It's like, man, why don't we just join forces? You know, like I know there's always been that conflict with San Diego and Los Angeles, right?
Right.
You know, Chargers, Raiders, you know. But I think it's all stupid, you know? As you get older, you start maturing more.
Right.
And you start realizing what is it about? And like you said, it's about our youth.
Absolutely.
It's about our kids, make sure that they live a good life instead of all this gangbanging shit. You know, we already did that shit. Like, you know, why do they have to live it? Why do they have to go in the street and worry about getting shot up or getting stabbed or getting jumped, you know? So, like, that's what we're here for. We're here to stand up for them, and this platform is huge for them, you know, because a lot of these guys are not signed to big labels. Like before, you know, you had Universal Records, you had Sony, and now everybody's a record label owner, you know? Yeah. Everybody wants to own a record label. But it's not like before. Times are changing, and we have to stand up for our kids, for our youth.
Absolutely, and I always like to say we have a voice, so we got to use it, and we got to have platforms like this. See, look at, I don't ever say to myself like, I will never ever have that guy on my show, or I don't pick and choose people like that. But here's what I do say: people have asked me, how come you haven't had so and so on, so and so on? I always say this: 3 things. Yeah. Okay, first impression is everything, meaning that you may never get a second chance to make a first impression. Correct. That's number 1. Second, your approach is everything. I've had people that approach me disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, and the other one, you know, is pretty much just like you only go as far as your attitude.
Correct.
I've known dudes that are very, very talented, but dudes have always told me, don't fuck with that guy. He's a fucking asshole. He's a trip. He's this, he's that, he's that. And you know what? I'd rather not have them here if I think they're going to be a liability.
Yeah.
You know, I've known dudes that have told me, hey, I want to come on your show because I want to diss so-and-so. That's not what this is for.
This is not, I've seen it. And when you said, when I talked to you before a long time ago, I like the fact that you said we have a voice. You know, as Latinos, as Mexicanos, is like, it's hard to have a voice.
Yeah.
And if we stick together, it's like, you know, MTO in 2001, it started, you know, the official meaning of MTO stands for Mexicans Taking Over. You know, when we signed with Mr. D and Southland Records in LA. And Kenny Leon was our producer. He was a white guy, right? He was a white guy. He's like, man, you guys got to keep the name MTO. Like, he's like, keep the name because it's controversial. Like NWA, how they had niggas with an attitude, right?
Right.
So they're like, keep the name MTO. So we ran with it. Look, Mexicans Taking Over.
Awesome.
As the first CD.
Yeah.
We ran with it and it worked out. You know, shout outs to Mr. D. He's the one that gave us an opportunity.
Yeah.
And like I said, we ran with the name, and you know, here we are. Like I've been in the game for 20 years now.
Okay.
So we were with Mr. D when he was when he had Bobby DXX, rest in peace, and then he had Frank V, Proper Dose. He had Cash Over Ass. We were with Southland. He had who else did it? Sleepy Malo. Shout outs to Sleepy Malo.
Yeah.
But the one that got me there, and I want to send him a shout out because a lot of people don't get recognized for this. And he, Maniac, OG Spanish Fly from San Diego. He's the one that, you know, he was a long time ago. He did an album. So he's the one that introduced me to Mr. D. You know, on Highland, he's like, hey man, you want to meet Danny? I'm like, who's Danny? He's like, it's some guy that sells CDs. So that's the way he introduced me to him, right?
Right.
And then I met Danny, Mr. D on Highland. He pumped his trunk on his Infinity. He had a bunch of CDs. I'm like, man, you know, like, I want to, you know, rap. He's like, man, well, I'll introduce you to him and you guys can, you know, sit down and talk. So shout outs to OG Spanish Fly, Chris Rivera for giving me that shot, that opportunity, you know, to introduce me to Mr. D, and from there, just life continued. You know, my career just boosted. So, you know, it's like, you know, Mr. D is the one that gave us the opportunity to drop the CD, and you know, got a chance to meet DWTX and Frank V, and it was just amazing.
For people that don't know who WTTX,
that's Bobby. He was the other guy from Lighter Shade of Brown.
Right. Okay.
Really, oh man, he was such a good guy. Right. And we slept in the same house together a couple of times at Mr. D's and shit, and just an amazing individual. You know, like growing up, I was listening to Aztec Tribe in San Diego. We had Aztec Tribe, we had Legion of Doom, which is DJ Mike Ski. We had Little Rob, of course, and then in LA we had Kid Frost, we had Lighter Shade of Brown, and that's Bobby. Bobby was the one that was DWTX with ODM.
Proper Dose.
Yeah, Proper Dose. Frank Villarreal. That's another homie. You know, like he stayed at my pad a couple of times. Cool individuals. You know, like I grew up, you know, listening to them as a kid, like bumping out my, you know, in my mom's pull out and shit.
Right.
And then now to hanging out with them, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't get starstruck. You know, I was like, man, these guys are cool.
It's just a trip.
Yeah, it's like you're in the same house with them. You're in the same recording studio. You're like, damn, these are my fucking idols.
Right.
And now you get a chance to work with them, and you get a chance to talk to them. And they're all just like, you know, they're all just humble dudes. It's just, you know, sometimes like the limelight gets to them. It's like, fuck, so much pressure, you know, when you're on top of the world, you know, because Lighter Shade of Brown was huge. Proper Dose was huge.
Yeah. You know. Let me ask you an interesting question. Can you name me your possibly top 5? You know, and it doesn't have to be in order. Top 5 Chicano rappers.
Okay.
Either they're, you know, top 5 Chicano rappers.
You know, a lot of people are gonna be like, you know, who like. People will say, oh, you know, you didn't listen to Ice Cube or NWA. And you know what? I started listening to Little Rob, you know, like, you know, 16 with a Bullet. That's my number 1 right there, Rob. Okay. And that's my homie right there. You know, like Rob is a humble dude that goes out of his way to greet a fan, just an individual that doesn't show like, you know, all the success, like he doesn't care. He'll just wear a white shirt and his Dickies, you know, he's just humble like that.
Right.
So Rob, I put him on my first, as my favorite Chicano rapper. And back in the days, it wasn't Chicano rap. It was just rap, right?
And I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. It wasn't called Chicano rap. It wasn't on the Chicano rap section.
Right.
On the genre, right? It was, you know, you would go to Sam Goody's or Warehouse Music, and you wouldn't see Chicano rap. It was just a rap section, and Little Rob was right there. Second would be Aztec Tribe from San Diego.
Okay.
Third was Legion of Doom, DJ Mike Ski. They had amazing love songs, and they had a song called Coming Straight from Cedro.
Okay.
And then fourth, it would be Lighter Shade of Brown, and then fifth would be Proper Dose.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've always said this, and people have gotten offended because I spoke the truth.
Yeah.
My opinion, this is just mine. The Proper Dose first album, the Mexican Power album.
Yeah, Firme Jaina and all that.
Yeah, Aquí para Frank V, One Summer Nights, Hard Times. I still say, to me, that is the best Chicano rap album, and I have yet to hear a Chicano rap album top that one.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you have an album that you could say, in my opinion, Tony, this is the best Chicano rap album?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
No, that shit was fire.
Okay.
Proper Dose, yeah, like I give it to Frank and Ernie G.
Right.
That album was amazing. The production, like all the songs were on, you know, the delivery, everything. You know, Hard Times was like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, and Mexican Power that's the one that kind of like opened the gates for them, right?
Yeah.
Mexican Power, and then Firme Jaina.
Firme Jaina, yeah.
And then before you used to have to pay for the videos, right, to watch them on TV.
Yeah, I think it was called The Box.
Yeah, something like that. You have to pay like 99 cents to watch the video.
Yeah.
And you know, you watch Firme Jaina and shit to look at the Jainas with the little booty shorts and shit. I mean, that's the truth, right? Everybody did it.
Everybody did it, bro.
I mean, like those booty shirts were on. They were all like everybody.
Samurai Suzuki, everything, bro.
Yeah, and then the Vans, they popped out of the Vans and shit.
Hell yeah, that shit was hard. And that was actually Steve Yano's band, the Blue Van. So,
oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, it was Steve Yano's band.
It was an Astro or something, right?
Yes, Blue Astro band.
Yeah, I remember.
I think later on, Ernie G ended up owning it. But one thing about, and I always have to give credit where credit is due, because the DOCUMIXERY and this podcast wasn't based on me. It was based on recognizing a man named Steve Yano that blessed me pretty much all of my life. And for me, just keeping his name alive, keeping his legacy alive, because this is the Japanese man from the city of Whittier who signed, if you will, what we call today Chicano rappers. Okay, because he saw the future of it.
Yeah.
Now, when we come back, I'm going to ask you some controversial questions about Chicano rap.
All right.
And we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. I'm going to start drinking. And
Me too.
we'll leave it right there. So anyways, everybody, once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that MTO's in the motherfucking building. We'll be back 10 minutes, and I'm going to start drinking, and it's going to get good, real good. Call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Just do 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy. It's really hard to choose it. The Rhodium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Rhodium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape.
Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the
Hey, Tony, drop that. What, bass?
I bet.
My name is the Croft, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet high C. Tony A, the wizard, just as cool as a blizzard. Thinking out of tongue, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Oops, I'm sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanley's ass Croft coming straight from the Rhodium.
You are now about to witness Tony A.
Get funky. Tell them where you from. You don't think how I'm living, well, fuck you.
Who's on a Saturday night in LA? Yo, feeling kind of fancy. Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Wear my jeans and like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Destruction's is horrible, nourish not justify. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rhodium Radio episode 133. You know, when Rhodium Radio was popping, the panties are dropping. Okay? This is the podcast that slap your call your fat ass with a fat ass dick. And I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. It's time to loosen up them hips and give up them lips. So, anyways, other than that,
Oh my God.
we're back at the Golden Shower Hour. So this is MTO in the motherfucking building.
That's right. That's right. What's up?
I had to say that for old time's sake because I hadn't said it in a while. So, you know.
Yeah, MTO in the motherfucking building.
Mexicans taking over. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I ran with it.
Now let me ask you this, because and I asked you a lot of questions in case fans want to know.
Yeah.
Was that a group or was that just you?
It was a group. It was my little brother. So my little brother was the youngest Chicano rapper to ever do it.
Really?
Yeah. Before it was, they had said it was Little Tweety, and I wanted to clear that up. It wasn't Little Tweety. It was my little brother Chaos. He was only 12 years old when he got into the studio and we recorded this album. Never Seen Us Coming. It was my cousin. At the time, he was going by Kaiser, and now he's on a solo trip. He goes by Dos Caras. You guys show him some support. And then we had my other friend, which is George. He went on a solo path. But we're a group. We're a group of 4 people, and from there, it just eventually, George fell off the group, and then it was just me, my little brother, and my cousin. So we were always family. We were always blood, So, so we did the albums together. And then in 2006, I went on my solo trip, and I did my CD, which was called MTO Story of My Life. And that's when I opened my record label in 2006, September 2006.
We'll get to that, okay? But you were sharing with me a story about that cup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So check this out, guys. So Victor Lopez, the owner of El Pollo Grill in San Diego, in Chula Vista, Lemon Grove, and in Otay Ranch. So Victor, every time that the Chargers, Victor was a huge Charger fan, all right? He was a diehard fan. So every time that the Chargers would lose, he would give a free taco. He felt so betrayed. So he started this thing after every Sunday's game, or every Charger loss. He named the home of the Spanos taco. So he would give away free tacos. That's crazy, right?
So
over thousands and thousands of tacos.
Okay, here's my thing. If I'm a Charger fan and my ass is hungry, I'm hoping they lose.
It worked for him because not only I think that did sales go up, but it stuck. He went on ESPN. He went on a couple of radio shows, and this blew up. Home of the Spanos taco.
Wow. So if you're a Raiders fan and you own a taco place, do not do that. You'll go broke. Do not do that.
That's what I was telling Victor. I'm like, man, you're gonna go broke. He's like, no, it actually went up on my revenue, my sales. You get people in for a free taco and they're gonna buy a soda, right? Or they're gonna buy another taco.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good promotion strategy. Or marketing strategy.
That'll work.
So it worked for him, and everybody knows EPG, El Pollo Grill, home of the Spanos taco.
You're gonna have to take me there when I go visit you.
Oh yeah. I was gonna bring some food to you guys. Victor had offered some food, but I wasn't in San Diego, like I said. Yeah. So that's the thing. And of course, my friend SoCal Tacos, Carlos Franco.
SoCal Tacos.
He owns SoCal Tacos here in Murrieta and Hemet, and he's gonna open another location also in Temecula. That's a childhood friend. He's from my neighborhood too. He's from OTNC. Man, shout outs to SoCal Tacos and El Pollo Grill right there.
Pollo Grill, SoCal Tacos. I encourage you guys to buy an ad.
Oh yeah, they will. But their food is amazing too here at SoCal Tacos. They have tacos de birria, tacos de
I fucking love birria, bro.
And my mom is the one that's giving him the recipe. So Carlos was looking for the perfect chef or the perfect recipe, right? And my mom, she knows how to cook birria really good. So he tried my mom's birria, and he's going with my mom's birria. So my mom's recipe is gonna live on forever. So
Awesome.
the new taco place is gonna be SoCal Tacos Birreria, and my mom's the one that showed him how to cook the birria.
Okay.
So he also has tacos de tripa. He has surf and he has bomb stuff.
And this is all in San Diego.
This is in Murrieta.
Murrieta.
Temecula. Yeah, it's like an hour and a half from here.
Okay.
In Temecula area.
Yeah.
But this is in San Diego, in Chula Vista.
Awesome. I got a lot of good friends out in San Diego. So San Diego, stand up. I got love for everyone, brother.
Yeah.
So,
Hey Tony, before you say anything, we're talking about food. All right. So I'm from San Diego. We have Tijuana on the border, right?
Right.
What, like you're from LA, obviously. What do you think is better, San Diego Mexican food or Los Angeles Mexican food? Honestly, I mean that's a controversial question, right? Because you're from LA, and have you ever been to San Diego Mexican taco shops?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Do you see a difference in them, like the taste?
Look, that's a hard one for me to answer, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because when I go to restaurants, I've never been one. Vamos a decir que I go to a restaurant, like, let's just say you have one, right?
Yeah.
One of the first things that I order at a restaurant, whether it's in San Diego or acá, or even in Orange County.
California burrito?
No, un burrito de chile verde. Chile verde is my favorite.
Really?
My favorite. I don't care if it's just, pork meat, rice and beans,
Yeah.
or a burrito. I almost judge every Mexican restaurant by their chile verde.
Okay.
And by their salsa and chips. If that shit watered down,
Yeah.
chips are fucking stale. I already know that food's gonna be trash.
Yeah.
But now, let's just say I go to your restaurant and me gusta el pinche burrito de chile verde.
Yeah.
Most likely, every time I go to your restaurant, I will not try anything else. It's just that.
Yeah. So you stick to the same thing.
Yes. So
yeah, I think I'm like that too.
like I've gone to San Diego and I've gone to restaurants where I just ordered like fajitas.
Yeah.
And me encantan.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I go to like a place out here in Long Beach, Los Compadres, and I just love mariscos there.
Yeah.
I won't eat marisco from any other restaurant. So it's kind of hard because I don't, I don't order a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard, bro.
What about Tijuana? You haven't been to Tijuana in a while?
Of course. Okay. I would say that's better.
I gotta take you with me.
Okay. I think that's better than San Diego and LA.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, I love Tijuana food. Tijuana, they have really, really good food over there.
You know what? Okay. Next time I go, let's go together. Because that's what I want to buy. I want to buy luchadores if you still have them. Remember
my God.
Like the ones that don't move.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
crazy.
This?
That's crazy because I grew up around that. Growing up in they used to be called sobre ruedas or el tianguis, right?
Uh-huh.
So I used to live in la Colonia Obrera, and every Wednesday they would put el sobre ruedas, which, at the time I was a little kid, and every time we would go visit my grandma, like I would ask her, can you buy me luchadores? And she was like, no, fuck no, like I don't have money.
Right.
But I always wanted to like buy luchadores, and then little by little, I started saving on my pesos because peso. I was in Tijuana.
Yeah.
And I would buy El Santos, El Blue Demon, and eventually I got the wrestling ring.
Right.
And I used to love it. I was
Yes.
like, man, I grew up in that era where like we used to play marbles and shit. In
Las canicas. Yeah.
Las canicas, or my grandma would send me to go get a soda in la licorería. They used to call them, ¿cómo se llama? Papelerías. Mm-hmm. And they used to give you the sodas. You had to take the envase. You had to take the bottle.
Yeah, the
back.
old bottle, yeah.
Yeah, you had to take it back, and she would give me a fucking bag. And it was super heavy. And then on the way back, for 10 pesos, they would give you una bolsita with soda, with strawberry soda or Fantas. Right. They would put a liga on the sandwich bag, and then you fucking popote, and you would drink the soda like that.
That's it.
That's old school shit. So yeah, like the luchadores.
Y las máscaras.
Las máscaras. Oh my God, my dad used to take us to the arena right there in Tijuana. And
same here.
And I used to love watching the
that
luchas.
and firecrackers. We used to bring back up
cherry bombs and shit.
Cherry bombs, bro. Oh man, I still have a fucking little scar right here. Fucking one of them popped in my hand. and one thing, here's the crazy part, and maybe you can confirm this. Back then, they used to sell alcohol. When I say alcohol, caguamas, to kids. For an example, we used to be at a hotel, and my dad will say, lleva esta caguama y me traes otra, una carta blanca o una tecate.
Yeah, they wouldn't ID you.
Yeah, take the fucking bottles,
yeah,
quiero dos, and then pay
Yeah.
They wouldn't fucking
It,
ID.
it was like that. I was 12 years old, and you know, like if my uncle would send me for a beer, you know, I would take the envases back to the store, and they would give me those caguamas, and I'd take them back to my uncle. Yeah, they didn't card you back in the years.
Yeah. I was sharing with somebody here, I forgot who it was, how my dad is the one that introduced me to un caldo de caguama, which is turtle soup.
Yes. It's super illegal now.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caguama, yeah, it's super illegal.
And I'll tell you another thing that he introduced me to, no nomás un cóctel, pero caldo de abulón.
Yeah, they still have that.
I know
it's still available.
I know some of it is just imitation. I don't buy imitation. But
no, it's really good. In Tijuana, they have abulón, they have callo de hacha. I love mariscos.
Yeah, same here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
so every time in TJ I go, just go eat mariscos and stuff.
Now let me tell you something. Tell me if this is true, okay? So we're talking about food. By the way, I poured you a shot, so you can take that whenever you like.
Oh shoot!
So, you know what? Let us toast.
That's what's up.
To a long and prosperous life.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Likewise.
So, now let me ask you this. I had plenty of opportunities to go to Japan, and I never went, and I regret it because those opportunities never came back. But I'm a big time sushi guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends that love sushi. Now, we eat eel, fucking, whatever, okay? They went to Japan several times, and they'll say, it's cool, but don't expect the type of sushi that we eat here.
Over
there. Now, all of them, if I can mention 10 guys from Quick to my boy High C to whatever, they've all said this. All of them have said this. United States has perfected sushi.
Yeah, they have.
Even over Japan.
Yeah.
Now, I know some Japanese people probably say, no. But
no, it's true.
Here's my point. Is it possible that here in the U.S., we've perfected mariscos over Mexico?
I believe so. I believe so, too. I've been to Japan. Thank God I got a chance to, we got a chance to go to Japan. It was beautiful. Beautiful experience. The way they treat you. How they embrace your culture. Shout outs to Thug Baller Records in Japan and Ibaraki. Oh my God, like they treated us from the moment we got to the airport, and they greeted us with drinks and chips and all that stuff. It was an amazing experience, and we had the sushi over there. Like you said, I think that we perfected the sushi.
Yeah.
Because over there it was really good, but now I think that sushi here in the United States is way better than Japan.
Fucking amazing, bro.
Yes, and it's a trip because when we're in Japan, the McDonald's, they have hot dogs. They sell hot dogs and shit. It's a trip. And I was like, what the hell? Like McDonald's with fucking hot dogs. But yeah, ask anybody that's been to Japan. Is like, man, just a beautiful.
What do they call them over there? Soy dog?
I don't know, but that shit was fucking weird to see hot dogs at McDonald's,
Right.
Soy dog. Yeah, but no, Japan, beautiful experience. We came back, and then the tsunami hit. It's like, wow, it's crazy, huh? The tsunami. I remember that.
There's nowhere to go, bro.
Man, I'm pretty sure I lost a couple of people that that I knew and everything. But man, just like for them to come back up because they were the number ones buying our stuff.
Yes.
Chicano rap, right?
Yes.
Our lowriders.
They just love the culture over there.
Yeah, and they dress like us.
Yes.
They dress like us with their
tattoos, todo.
Yeah, everything. Like we have on YouTube, we have MTO in Japan, and we're right there, and it's like, man, they embrace the culture. Tattoos, with trece and all that. I'm like, man, what a trip.
Yeah.
They really, really love our culture. And
yeah. You know what? And I was invited several times, and I never did, and I'm going to tell you why. At the time I was producing, más al rato, next time. Give me on the next round.
Yeah.
And then after like 3 times,
Yeah, you should have went, Tony. That thing is beautiful. It's beautiful over there. And just, I wish I could go back, I probably will go back too.
I mean, I got invited to Germany, Australia, Canada. You know what I said?
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, nah, man, you got to take a chance. When they say, hey, let's, like we're paying for everything. I mean, they took care of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, you only get that experience once,
Yeah.
And you got to take it. You got to take a chance. That's what I tell everybody, if you get an opportunity, take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Instead of saying, what if I would have went, like, you saying that, shit, I got to, I didn't go, and now you regret it, right?
Of course.
Like,
because,
damn.
Fuck, I mean, I wanted to try sushi out there.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. But like you said, it's not like here no more. It's really good.
So we're talking about food. If you got to choose one, pozole or tamal, pozole or menudo?
I like pozole. You?
That's a hard one, bro.
Yeah, I know. I like pozole. It just depends who's making it.
Of course. It's very rare that I go to a restaurant and order pozole.
Yeah.
It's usually got to be homemade or somebody.
Yeah, my mom has to make the pozole. But I think I go with pozole.
You know what fuck? We're talking about food. You know what
we should have brought some El Pollo Grill.
Yeah, no, you know what I actually feel like eating right now? Albóndigas.
Oh my God. Yeah, that sounds good too. Unas tortillas de maíz.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Salecita.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. Because anyways, so 2001, you signed with Mr. D.
Yeah, Southland. It was Southland Records. It changed to Southland Entertainment.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Let's back up a little bit. What year or who was it or what was it that inspired you to rap? How old were you?
I think I was 21. 21. I got out of a situation. I had a couple of thousands of dollars saved up, and I was like, you know what? I wanna, like I was always good at poetry.
Okay.
In high school and junior high, I would always write poetry and shit, and I love writing poetry, and yeah, like when I turned 21, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just turn my poetry into music, to life experiences, and I see my little brother right there, with the little Home Alone thing, recording and shit, and I was like,
I always wanted one of those, by the way.
Yeah, so he had it, and then my cousin as well, and I was like, you know what? Like I would rather, have my little brother and my cousin in the group. So I'm walking by and I hear him like rapping. He's 12 years old. I'm like, man, like I'm gonna start a group. And I was 21. Like I said, the people that inspired me was Little Rob and Aztec Tribe and Legion of Doom and and Light of Shaded Brown and Proper Dose.
Okay, so you talked about the little ¿cómo se llama esta chingadera? The Home Alone thing.
Yeah.
You're talking about the little recorder.
Yeah,
that he used in the movie.
Yep.
Hi, this is Mr. McAllister.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one that my cousin was recording, like little raps or whatever. And we used to do like cassettes. We had cassettes back in the years. We didn't have no fucking CDs. It was just cassettes.
Yeah.
So we would record over instrumentals, like Nothing But a G Thing and shit. And Little Rob, I think every side B had the instrumentals.
Right.
So we would rap over the instrumentals, and then we just, I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. So like I said, in 2001, we met Mr. D through OG Spanish Fly, and we went to Hollywood.
Okay, now recording. Before Mr. D, how many demos would you say you had accumulated, like that you shared with? How do you? I know you said somebody introduced you, OG Spanish Fly introduced you, but before OG Spanish Fly introduced you, how many songs or how many demos did you guys have?
We just had like maybe 2 or 3 street raps, like where I was just doing little roll calls here and there. It wasn't like a full demo, like I was like, I was like, I could rap. I know I have it in me. I know that I can. I'm good at poetry. I think that our delivery is pretty good. And our first song that we dropped was One Chance, and that was that's what kind of got us in the door, like where Mr. D really liked the love ballads, because we started like pretty much like the first CD was like all love ballads. In '97 it was when MBK, remember MB Writers,
right.
MC Magic and Dose and Zigzag, they had MBK. So we really loved their music. So we were like, you know what, let's kind of like be the MB Writers of California. So we started writing a lot of love songs, and that's what hit. We hit with a song called One Chance with Jonine Zapata. She's the great granddaughter of Emiliano Zapata that she's featured on our song.
No shit.
Yeah, so it's like, man, it was an amazing experience to work with her. Like, wow, like she was really fucking the great daughter. Like, I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
So she blessed us with that hook, One Chance, and it blew up. And that's Mr. D said, you know what, we're gonna do 2 albums on you guys.
And how old were you at the time when you signed
21.
Mr. D?
Yeah.
21.
I was just 21. My little brother was 12. He was turning 13, and I was like, man, like, and we had no barcode.
Oh shit.
On the CD. This is not the CD. This is like a bootleg that I did. But the CD had no barcode, and we sold, man, I want to say over 100,000 copies.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, now let me ask you. I know you said Japan. How far did the first record take you, man? Did you guys travel a lot?
You know what? It was always Southland, and it was always Southland High Power. So everywhere we would tour, it was Southland and High Power.
Okay. What do you mean by High Power? You guys like perform with them?
Like we were on tour with them like a lot. It was always like when we were going to Arizona, when we were going to Denver, when we were going to Bakersfield, Fresno. Everywhere we would go, it was always like Southland opening, and then High Power would close. So it was like it was pretty cool. Like, you know, I got a chance to meet Capone and Criminal, like super humble dudes and shit. You know, también, and you know, Mr. D. Like I said, you know, if it wasn't for Mr. D, you know, we wouldn't have never been doing music. You know, because he's the one that gave us the opportunity.
You know, one thing about Mr. D is this, that I interviewed him here, and he has one of our highest interviews, like as far as views is concerned. And on his first interview, he got hated on so much for telling the truth.
Yeah, he's a real one. Mr. D's a real one. Like, you know, he's a hustler.
You know, and the thing is that I appreciated him coming on and telling the truth, and you know, just coming from the gut and saying how he felt or whatever. But a lot of people like hated on him. But you know what? One thing that I learned about this generation is that truth is the new hate speech, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you can't tell the truth because some people get offended, and then sometimes even if you stay silent, people still
get mad.
You
can never make people happy.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people will say, "Well, why do you know, like Mr. D ripped you off and Diablo ripped you off?" Because I signed with Diablo también. With he was Discos Profeta. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about that shit. You know, they gave us the opportunity that nobody else wanted to give us.
Right.
So they opened the door, regardless of what you guys try to bring the hate or try to, you know, make us fight each other.
Right.
Like, I have nothing but love for Mr. D and you know, the people that opened those doors for us. You know, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here.
Right. Now let me ask you this: 21, sign with Mr. D. You got to do a tour or wherever you guys go. Okay.
Yeah.
Was performing new to you, or?
Yeah, it was. It was new to us, and it was a beautiful feeling. You get those butterflies, of course. You know, performing in front of 20 people, in front of 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people. It's the same feeling. Every time before you go on stage, is those little butterflies. You're like, shit, you know, like people are watching. And like I said, we always did a great job because it didn't matter if it was 10 people watching us.
Yeah.
You know, like the word got out. Like, oh shit, they were pretty good. And then, you know, but like performing in front of 10,000 people.
You know what?
That's amazing.
And I'm glad you said that right now, because you said, even if there was 10 people.
Yeah.
And you still give it a show, people walk away, their money's worth, happy. Yep. And let me tell you, for up and coming artists, you never know who might be one of those 10.
Yep.
You never fucking know, because I've DJed for people that have said, you know what, man, it's only 10 people, fuck it, let's just go out there and bullshit and do whatever. You don't want to fucking do that.
Because you never, like you said, you never know if it's an executive, a record label.
Thank you.
Right?
Can you imagine if you just kind of like bullshitted up on stage and not cared, and the guy who was probably going to offer you $1 million deal, just hypothetical number,
like the NWA movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like Eazy-E.
Yeah.
Shout outs to little Eazy-E right there, man. Much love to that boy. Right
Yeah. Okay, so from the time you signed with Mr. D, how long did that last before you left, or did you leave?
It was 2001 when we signed. 2002 we dropped Never Seen Us Coming. 2003 we dropped San Diego to Los Angeles. We had Frank V on it. We had DWTX on that album.
Okay, repeat that again.
Yeah, 2001. So 2001 we signed with them. In 2002 salió this one, MTO, Never Seen Us Coming.
Okay.
That one came out. I don't have the San Diego to Los Angeles. I don't know. I couldn't find it.
There you go.
So that was the second one. That came out in 2003.
Your shot glass, bro.
Man, Tony's trying to get me fucked up.
I'm trying to get you fucked up, homeboy.
I'm glad I got a driver over here.
Yeah.
Gracias. Damn.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just sip on it, homie.
Yeah. No, I got it. And then in 2000 and, a ver, ¿cuándo fue esto? 2005 when we signed with Discos Profeta.
Okay.
This one was with Discos Profeta.
Okay, so only one album with Mr. D?
No, 2 albums.
2 albums.
San Diego to Los Angeles and Never Seen Us Coming.
Oh, that's the one that you didn't bring.
Yeah, and then after that was Controversia. And then that's when after the Controversia, I went on my solo trip, which was this one, Story of My Life. Mm-hmm. This is a vinyl. Like, this is brand new. You want to open it? Open it.
Yeah.
It's a vinyl. So
you know what? If you're going to give it to me, I'd rather keep it sealed.
Yeah, no, open it, because I want you to see. I was the first one to do an actual vinyl CD. Little Rob did a vinyl, but it wasn't real vinyl. Watch, check it out.
No shit.
You're gonna trip out.
Oh shit.
Touch it.
No, I see it.
It's a real vinyl.
Yeah, it's actually a real vinyl.
Like, if you touch it, it's a real fucking vinyl CD.
Real fucking vinyl.
So that one came out March 2007, and I was like, fuck. You know, I wanted to do something for the fans. I'm like, you know what? Nobody has ever dropped a real vinyl CD.
That's dope.
And I was like, you know what? And I'm gonna let you have that one, Tony. That's my only copy that I had in my safe. These are the only copies that I have in my safe, because those are sold out everywhere. On that one, I printed 5,000.
So this was your third copy. I mean, your third album.
This was my fourth album. This is when I went on my solo career.
Okay.
In March of 2007.
Let me ask you a controversial question. Why did you end up leaving Mr. D? Or did you? The contract was over?
Well, pretty much, we went on a different venture. We went with Discos Profeta.
Okay.
At the time, he was they were distributing through EMI Televisa. They were going through areas. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's a bigger platform. Maybe, I can get more exposure.
Okay.
And we did. Eventually, we got the Spanish rap, in Mexico because we're Mexicans taking over, right? So we're Chicano rap, and we wanted to hit another country. And Discos Profeta had that Diablo is really, really known in Mexico. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get another kind of fan base. Mm-hmm. And we went with Discos Profeta, and we got a new fan base.
I cannot call him a Chicano rapper, but you know who I really dig? Duende.
Duende, yeah, he's dope.
I really dig Duende. I've had him here twice, and every time he's come,
he seems like a humble guy.
Right dude, such a great dude, man. Yeah. I know fans were like, "Oh, you already had him there." I don't give a fuck. If I want to bring him back, I'll bring him back. But, But I really, really like Duende, and he can fucking rap, bro. I love his shit.
And he's really known in Mexico.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he has that platform in Mexico.
Yeah,
like Acquid like was universal.
Yeah,
when Acquid did their thing when No Hay Manera, they opened that.
No Hay Manera is the shit. Bro.
Yeah, really like. Man, they freaking started that genre.
You know what? Yeah, they did start that genre. The sad thing is that everybody jumped on that sound, and they were like, I'm gonna tell you why they hit. Not only because they were talented, but because they were different.
Yeah.
Here's what I like about different. You're not saying you're better than anybody. You're just saying you're different than everybody. And that's what I like to think about Rhodium Radio. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I don't want to be better than anybody. I just want to stay in my lane. I want to be different.
Yeah. And you are different. You're bringing something different to the table to not only Chicano rap.
You know what was the biggest compliment that somebody gave me? Like 5 different people told me this. And by the way, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But here's what they told me: you're the Mexican Joe Rogan.
See, that's good. That's
okay, like I'm far from it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you really think about it, fuck, you have a huge fan base.
Well, here's my thing. I like to consider myself just a hood journalist. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, man, and I'm super blessed to be here, Tony. Thank you for having me. Like I didn't say that in the start, but it's like a privilege to be here. Like just watching the podcast, and I'm like, man, fuck, I'm actually here. It's like, fuck, it's fucking amazing.
Some of the guests might feel the same way when I tell them this. Thank you for the honor and the pleasure for allowing me to interview you.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Because always remember this, because if it wasn't for you, or if it wasn't for the fans, the subscribers, the followers or whatever, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here. People often ask me, how did your podcast become so successful? I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's what I like to say. I just chose to be different. Okay. I turned it on, started talking shit, started interviewing people, started shining light on our people. And maybe that was just it.
And it worked. And it worked.
And it worked. And that's it.
And it's working. And that's what, the difference is that, like you said, you're different. And it's working. If it works, run with it,
right? And
just keep going. There's no stopping. Like you gotta, you have a lot of supporters, and like it's just gonna blow up. Keep going up.
And I want to say this, not as a put down, because a lot of people, they often think that this is a Chicano rap podcast, and it's not.
Yeah,
this is an independent artist platform for your voice to be heard.
Yeah.
Now, just because I have a lot of Chicanos on here, a lot of people confuse it and say, "Oh, it's a Chicano rap podcast," and it's not, because this is the question that I wanted to ask you. I thought was controversial. Calling yourself, and I'm saying this in general, not just necessarily to you. Do you think calling yourself a Chicano? Do you think there's only so high you can go? Is there a lid? Is there a roof to Chicano rap?
You know what, like. I consider myself Chicano rap, right? But when I started my label in 2006,
yes,
I started the label called Cal Mex Music. Cal because I'm from California, right? Mexico because I was born in Tijuana, so I named it Cal Mex Music Group. It was, I pretty much, I named it because I wanted to create a platform for all kinds of genres. Like like I said, I didn't want to close myself to Chicano rap. I wanted to make sure that everybody had a label they can go to if they were reggaetoneros, if they were regional. I didn't close like my brain and just it's just gonna be Chicano rap. That's all I'm gonna fucking sign, Chicano rappers. I didn't, you know, because I would be limiting my label. I'm a businessman. I have to think like a business, you know. If I think about Chicano rappers, I'm gonna just only sign Chicano rappers. It's not gonna work, you know.
Okay, now why?
Because it's like Chicano rap is just like we're like crabs in a bucket, right? Like Mexicans, you know, like you see somebody succeeding in life, and then like here comes a fucking other crab just taking you down. Like they don't want to see you get out that bucket, you know. And that's the problem with Chicanos, with us Mexicans. We don't want to see somebody else succeed. You know, we're just so jealous. We feel like we're in competition, and we're not. We're all fucking trying to, you know, live an American dream, right?
Right.
And if we think the same way, like, you know, let's fucking put this guy down, and instead of helping each other, we should always support each other. We always have to fucking support each other. And Chicano rap has always stayed at the bottom because we don't support each other. You know, that's where it's gonna stay. If we continue to hate on each other and fucking down talk on another Chicano rapper, it's like it's gonna be the same. And that's why I didn't want to fucking stick to just Chicano rap, you know, because I have a business to run.
Right.
You know, and these families need to get fed, you know, like
right.
Not only my royalties, but I have to pay royalties for Acid Tribe, for Stalker Local. Shout outs to Stalker Local. He fucking hit 1 million views after 9 years with SD Roll Call. That's a big accomplishment right there, man. That's the homie right there, Stalker Local from National City. You know, like you work hard. You know, you got to work hard. You know, it took a couple of years, but you know, we did it. You know, he's the first one on the record label to hit 1 million views. And like I said, I'm super proud of him. Acid Tribe's next. They're like close to hitting, you know, the 1 million too. Right. But yeah, man, like Chicano rap, we gotta, like, I'm not racist or anything, but blacks, they stick together. They help each other, you know, like if there's a problem, they actually help each other. And, you know, they're not us. We fucking hate on each other.
And that's the controversial subject that I'm going to touch on this Chicano rap documentary. See, people just think that I'm just going to talk to rappers.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about like the rock star lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not about that. Because it's going to be very educational.
Yeah.
But these things need to be addressed.
Yeah, they do.
You know. Now, if we consider La Raza the start of Chicano rap, or Spanish Fly, So 18 with the Bullet.
Yeah.
You know, it's 30 years now.
Yeah.
And
where are we at? We're still at the same fucking level, right?
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, it's like, why are we still at the same level when we could have been like an NWA?
Okay, now let me ask you this, because I know the person who told me this is watching. Do you believe, and I already know the answer, and I know the answer is no, but do you believe that Chicano rap has been bigger than black rap?
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. You know, like I said, they stick together. They help each other.
Right.
And we don't.
And I don't say that as a put down.
Yeah. But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah, you know, it's been like that for years. You know, like how do they blow up so much? They stick together and they help each other.
And who puts money in their pocket?
We do. We're the ones that are at their concerts, right?
Hip hop's economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like for me, I support Chicano rap. I support my Chicano rappers. Like I support regional singers. I support all my Mexican culture because I'm Mexican. You know, like I don't buy any new stuff like Drake or like I don't buy any of that shit. If you see my phone, my iTunes, it's all Chicano rap.
Right.
Like I will not support like, you know, NWA, or I will not support Drake or I just can't. I support my Mexican rappers.
Yeah.
You know, Chicano rappers or Mexican rappers, whatever you want to call it, I support them. I'll buy their music over an Ice Cube. It's just me.
Right. Of course. Okay. Yeah. And you're just pretty much just sharing what you've done.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, so you leave Mr. D.
Go to Discos Profeta.
Profeta, and then you do your single record.
Yeah.
Now, for the people that may not know, did you ever sign with High Power?
No, I never signed with High Power. A lot of miscommunication about that. So Andy Reina, he's my regional singer.
Yeah.
So he did a song for Mr. Capone, Mr. Capone Corrido. So at the time with Andy Reina, like I didn't have that budget that Mr. Capone has, you know. I didn't have, because regional, when it comes to banda and shit like that, it's expensive. You know, Chicano rap CDs are like what, 20, 30 grand. But when you're talking about bandas and you're talking about corridos and stuff, you got to go into big studios. And Capone had that budget. So I told Andy, look, Andy, like I don't have that big budget, like of $1 million and shit like that, right? So I talked to Capone. I'm like, hey, Capone, I got Andy Reina. You know, like I think that he'll fit in right in with High Power. And Capone's like, come down to Beverly Hills, fucking let's do this. So me and Andy, we drove to Beverly Hills to Capone's house, and fucking he sang a corrido for him. And Capone's like, man, I really like him. You know, you want me to sign him? I'm like, yeah, you know, that's why we're here. You know, so Andy Reina was the one that sang with High Power. I was still his manager. I was still Andy Reina's manager, and he eventually did a song for Andy Ruiz, the Destroyer. He actually sang in the fight versus Anthony Joshua in Saudi Arabia.
Now, when you're talking about Andy Ruiz is the Mexican heavyweight champion, or the former.
Correct. And then Andy Reina is the one that was with High Power, which was with me, but I was still managing him. And Andy Reina is the one that sang the national anthem for Mexico in Saudi Arabia. So that's who signed with High Power, which was Andy Reina.
Okay. Why were people saying on social media, and okay, people on social media are fucking clueless. Let me say, but why were people associating you with, oh, you know what, you signed with Capone, or what? How could they get that mixed up for some reason?
Maybe because, like, you know, like we were always working together. Maybe because through the Andy Reina projects, we were working together on, you know, like the music videos and stuff like that. And Capone went to TJ a couple of times to the ranch, and you know, we did a couple of, you know, scenes in Tijuana. So, you know, like a lot of people just talk, but they really don't know what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
But no, like me and Mr. Capone were super cool. I talked to him like 2 days ago. He's in UK right now, doing some work over there. But Capone and me, we've been cool, man. And like, you know, I wouldn't mind signing with High Power, you know, like if the opportunity comes and I do another album, sure, I'll sign with High Power. No problem. You know, like, like I really, you know, I talked to the guy. We've been cool since 2002. Just a cool guy.
Well, you know, I think it was about a year ago, he had hit me up and we had talked about a future date. We never said it. And he wants to come down.
Yeah.
But the date just never took place. It's kind of like my boy Conejo.
Yeah.
You know, me and Conejo, we talk, just haven't gotten a date.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people say, when are you going to get Conejo? When are you going to get Capone? When are you going to...
Rob?
Little Rob just told me yes. But we just never give a date.
It's just, you know what, it's so hard because like they have so much things.
Of course,
like,
I gotta
honestly,
respect
like,
that.
Yeah, like I know Rob, and like I said, I know Rob, and I know Capone, and you know Conejo, like Conejo's doing movies, you know. Shout out to Conejo, man, he's doing movies and shit.
You know what, he's winning.
Yeah, like, you know, like he was in Tijuana, and you know, like everything that happened, but yeah, he's winning. Like you said, he's winning, so we gotta support him.
We gotta support it.
And
absolutely.
Capone, you know, he's opened so many fucking doors for everybody, for all Chicano rappers, for Mr. Criminal, for everybody. You know, it's like, you know, like they're always getting attacked, but they really don't see what's behind the scenes. You know, like, hey, shit, they really helped a lot of people out.
Yeah.
You know, Rob is a busy guy. Rob is gonna be in Bakersfield, I think, next week. So, you know.
Yeah, I heard that actually.
But they're super
yesterday.
busy, man. Like, it's like, you know, I understand them, like where they're coming from. It's like, fuck, super hard to, you know, sometimes it's super hard to get a hold of them.
Well, you know what? Like I said, we've talked to them. We just never got a date. So for those people that have been inquiring about that, but you know what? We got to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know, we got to keep it pushing because I'm not going to stop the show for one man.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, you know, life goes on and you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, look, I had B-Real sitting right there in that chair.
Yeah, that's what's up right there, man. Fucking Cypress Hill. Shit.
You know
Legend.
What? Nothing but love and respect for them. Me and B-Real, we met in the early 90s. We did shows together. You know, he probably doesn't even remember because I was such a lower act. Those guys been all over the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we got pictures together. We've been in the studio together. I produced a song with him.
Yeah.
So, but I've been on his show, Dr. Green Thumb.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was such a blessing.
Fuck.
Man.
It's like, man, Tony on that show too?
Yeah. So it's such a blessing. And you know, hopefully 2021, I'm going to have him back.
Yeah.
I had Eric Bobo here.
Yeah.
So much love, much respect to Eric Bobo and the whole Cypress Hill team. Eventually, I would love to have Sen Dog here.
Yeah.
I've been knowing Sen Dog since the 90s. So, I mean, I'm an old fool from the old school, Big Dog. And I've known a lot of people. And whenever I call them, they never tell me no. Here's what they say, just work around my schedule.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, and I gotta respect that.
Yeah,
So-
it's the same thing like with Rob and Capone and you know everybody like Conejo. It's like, you know, they're doing so much shit. It's like, fuck, how do I get a hold or how do I get them on the show? It's just, you know, work around their schedule, right? And then I seen that you had Queenie in here. Man, Queenie's a legend.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, man, I can't believe it. Yeah, I was just talking to Queenie like 2
Now,
days
much
ago.
love, much respect to Queenie
Oh,
because somebody canceled and he came. Like I called him up. My brother did.
Yeah.
My brother was locked up with him.
Yeah, Queenie, man, stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Queenie's known from here to Miami to New York, you know, and he fucking got at me like a couple of days ago. He's like, hey, man, MTO, when are we going to do a song together? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll be fucking glad. I'll be happy to do a song with you.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's Queenie. Queenie's like, when I seen him on the show, I was like, man, fucking Queenie's in the show.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he came in. I had my brother call him because they went to college together, if you know what I mean. And he came down. We talked. We chopped it up. Cool fucking dude, bro.
Yeah.
And so much love, much respect.
Yeah, to Queenie, man.
So if you're watching Queenie,
yeah, I'm sure he's watching. He was in Cancun or something.
Yeah, some shit, bro. We need to get together and grub, bro, because I love grubbing. So
yeah, and Queenie's from Tijuana too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was raised around Rosarito or something. But yeah, shout outs to Queenie, man.
Pero I'm gonna tell you one San Diego rapper that I can dig. Just in my humble opinion, I like Shadow.
Yeah.
I like Shadow shit. There's a song
Shadow's
that he
dope.
did with El Duende.
Yeah.
So much love, much respect to Shadow.
Yeah.
That's one brother that reached out to me in the midst of like some chaos shit.
Yeah. Fucking Shadow actually, I talked to Shadow. He's the one that got me into that CMOS stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen his page. So I just ordered some CMOS from
I was saying CMOS.
Yeah, CMOS, right? Or whatever it's called. But yeah, Shadow, you know how, shout outs to Shadow, and I know he was a little sick, speedy recovery and shit.
Yes.
But he's the one that said, get into this CMOS because, that's helping me. Yeah, CMOS. So it's helping him, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy. So I bought some CMOS from his.
I have
his
Frank
connect.
Nitty here. I guess he's the guy that's selling it.
Oh, really? Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I know Frank Nitty.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Frank Nitty.
Yeah, and him and another Chicano brother. And it was funny because when he was giving it to me, I was like, is this good for the pito? He goes, yeah, it does. And I goes, okay, everybody, make sure you guys buy it. It's good. He goes, man, fuck the pito. I'm trying to talk about this.
Yeah, Frank Nitty is a cool guy.
Because that's Chicano, we need our pito, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
And our Mexican women depend on it.
Oh, I know.
So, either that or buy Blue Chew. Blue Chew, first you chew it and then you do it. So, but anyways. And that was a free plug for Blue Chew for Human. And I'm about to serve myself another fucking shot. So, San Diego, stand up. San Diego's in the motherfucking building.
That's what's up, man. I can't believe I'm fucking drinking tequila and shit. I haven't drank it in a minute.
Did you finish
No,
it?
I still got a lot.
Don't lie, bro. I know if you're lying. Okay?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let your son drive. Let your son drive.
He's trying to get me fucked up right here.
Yeah. The truth starts coming out with True Serum. So, Shadow, much love, much respect. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for answering my text messages. And that's somebody that I would love to have back because every time I've had him here, it's always been real dope. So
yeah.
So other than that, and eventually, hopefully, Rob this year.
Yeah.
So, let me drop a couple of names that will be here soon. And one of them was my favorite, man. MC Magic will be back.
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay, MC Magic will be back, and he has a new artist, teenage female.
I heard about that. Rob was she's actually from El Centro, right? Or something?
I'm not sure.
A young girl.
Yeah. Very young, very talented. And once again, I get excited because I get an opportunity to shine light.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? MC Magic has an amazing story, bro. If you guys don't know, go back and listen to that episode. MC Magic is dope. So much love, much respect to that guy, bro, for making it work.
Yeah, him bringing the talk box, right?
Yes.
The DX100, man, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Roger Troutman. Old school music.
And you know what? I usually don't do this, but let me get your lips wet right now, okay? You know who's going to be here Wednesday?
I don't.
And I usually do not do this, okay? Everybody knows on Rhodium Radio that I never announce who my next guest is going to be, and I'm going to tell you why.
Is it a female?
No.
Is it a guy?
He's a Compton legend.
Little Easy.
Compton legend. I'm not saying Little Easy's not, but
yeah,
Compton legend. Okay, but hold on. And I don't care if anybody watches. Let me tell you this. I wanted this interview for me because I'm a huge fucking fan. Okay, but here's the reason why I never announce my guests beforehand, because there's a lot of podcasters out there that try to shortstop me or cock block.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why. When I first started podcasting, one day I released my full month. Who was going to be here? Some of those artists
started canceling.
Well, here's what they said. I don't do no interviews, but I'll do yours. Yeah. But all of a sudden, I had this one guy hit me up and say, "Can you do my interview before you do Tony A's?"
Oh, wow.
Yes. 4 guys told me that, so I stopped that.
Are you sure you want to say it?
No, I want to say it because Wednesday's only around the corner.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Compton legend King T.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. King T.
Wow.
All I got to mention that song Bass.
Yeah.
Act the Fool. Cold Rock stuff. And I could keep going on and on and on.
Damn.
So King T, the Compton legend, is going to be here. And I'm going to say this. He was doing gangster rap.
Way before?
Way before NWA, bro.
Yeah.
And you know who was his producer? Red, DJ Pooh from Friday.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Okay. Who I'm working on getting a date.
So it's going to be an amazing show.
Yeah. So
like he has a lot of stories.
A lot of, dude, he worked with Mixmaster Spade, you know.
91?
No, dude, we're talking about
80s?
80s. 87, 88.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody,
that's amazing.
Yeah, if you got your panties wet,
King T.
King T.
Damn.
So King T will be here Wednesday. We'll release the flyer tomorrow. So now, and if you don't know, well, now you know. Compton legend.
Yeah.
And I got some more legends coming in this month, bro. So 2021 is going to be fucking lit.
It's a great year. You know, like over all this COVID shit, you know, like it's been a great year for us, for me, for the label. Fuck, we've been doing great on numbers. And let me tell you why, Tony, because, you know, like if nobody's going to promote your shit, why not promote your shit yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Like, though I found a formula, like, you know, a lot of people are like, man, so how do you fucking make money on your streams and all that? So what I did is this is a formula that could work for all the underground and all the independent younger artists, you know? Yeah. What I did is simple. You know, after 30 seconds of somebody viewing your YouTube video or your songs, you get streams, you get, you know, royalties, right? Right. So what I did is I bought fucking like 5 iPads, fucking 5 fucking computers, you know, and I just fucking open them, turn them on, and start playing all my fucking playlists. And I'm getting shitload of plays. You know, why not? You know, I'm making money like that. And it's paying for itself. You know, I'm fucking, you know, I bought an iPad for $300, $400, and it pays for itself. Like every week I'm getting like $1,000 royalty checks and shit. Right. You know, I'm promoting my fucking label. I'm promoting my music, and it's making
promote yourself until it pays off.
Exactly. Until people they know your name, you know?
Absolutely.
And, you know, MTO, like, you know, we kind of fell off for a little bit, but, you know, just the humbleness and helping the community. And I think, you know, I want to leave stones for my kids, you know, so they can have something to remember me by, you know, like, fuck, you know, my dad did for the community. He helped out so many people, you know? Yeah. So
this year, Rhodium Radio team, and like for Thanksgiving, Christmas, here's what we want to do. We want to give away turkeys to the community. Yeah. You know, for those of sad to say low income, we want to give away turkeys, and for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, we want to give away gifts. You know, because look, how many of us growing up, okay,
poverty,
yes, wanted a certain toy and couldn't get it, bro.
Couldn't afford it.
Couldn't afford it. So what I want to do is raise up money somehow, okay, and give to the community.
And Tony, count me in, count my team in. Okay. Like, I'll donate fucking, I don't know, 20 turkeys for Thanksgiving, whatever you need. If you open a GoFundMe, fuck, let's you know, let's do it.
I'll only do it if you come.
Of course. Okay. Yeah, I'll come down and you know, like for Thanksgiving, since my dad was born on Thanksgiving, and it lands on his birthday, like I started a fundraiser 3 years ago under my dad, you know, like just to keep his memory alive, because my dad used to love helping the community out too. He was a soccer coach too for the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. So 3 years ago, my dad passed away almost 10 years ago from cancer. Fuck cancer. But yeah, after he passed away, you know, 3 years ago, I started this GoFundMe. in remembrance of my father. And it's I would get donations and shit, and I got a chance to donate over 100 turkeys one year, and so I would like to join in that for sure.
Thank you, man.
Anything that for the community, because I like I said, I grew up in poverty.
Yeah.
And I love to give back to the community, people that don't have it.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know what I love to do? First of all, number one, I love children. And I like to give gifts to children and see their smile.
Yeah.
I mean, I never got to get that fucking racetrack, and shit like that.
Yeah, fucking we hold it.
Yeah, I want to give gifts. I want to give bikes. I want to give stuff like that to kids. Yeah. You know why? Because it's not about me. It's about them.
Yeah.
It's not about me, and I want to say that again. It's about them, and that's what I want to do. So, but other than that, let's backtrack a little bit. This is your first solo album.
Correct. March 2007.
What came next after that?
After that one came South Bay All Stars. Boom.
Okay.
Pretty much National City, since I'm from National City, California, a small little city in San Diego. I called it South Bay All Stars, because a lot of people, say that National City is South Bay. I consider South Bay National City, from National City to San Isidro. That's what I consider South Bay All Stars. So this was the next CD that I dropped. I have Fingers on it.
Okay.
David Wade was a singer that did the song with Little Rob. I forgot the song, but made him pretty famous. I had Cosme on it. I had DWTX. I had Frank V, OG Spanish Fly, Stalker, my boy Dream Nasty, Mal Hablado, Dos Caras, Sleepy Malo, Bobby Anthony, and a few others. So this one came next, and then after that one was the one that we went in Japan. We signed with Doug Baller's Records in Japan. So this was an album we did in Japan. Their fucking engineers are amazing out there, man. Fuck their production.
How long were you out there for that?
We were there for a couple of days, but we're fucking constantly working. Yeah, like 12, 13 hours in the studio. Fucking, we didn't sleep. We didn't sleep much, Like, fuck. After autograph sessions, we were in the studio, and then we had a concert. It was fucking crazy. So I think the 10 days that we were there, we were working fucking every fucking hour. Like we hardly slept, but this one was in Japan. This one we did in Japan.
Now let me ask you this for the fans that may be like a fan of your music. Where could they find this music?
Oh, they could find it on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere, YouTube. They could find all my music on all the digital platforms.
Awesome.
Physical is hard to get. Right?
Yeah.
Like people, people don't really have CD players in their cars. Like I have a new car, they don't have a fucking CD player.
No,
it's weird.
I mean, and I understand that, but there are old school fans that
I love to see the credits.
Yeah,
like me. I love to open the CD and see who produced number one.
Look, for this generation, let me tell you this. This is what we used to get off on. Whether it was a cassette, or whether there was a CD, we love to read the credits.
Fuck yeah, special thanks.
Yes. Especially if you knew how to read.
Yeah. Okay. That's exactly, like I would love to bring fucking CDs back, but it's so hard, huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I sell my mixtapes via download, or you can buy the hard copy. Because I've had dudes, multiple people say, you know what? Here's what I want to do. I'm going to buy 2 sets of your CDs. They spend $100.
Yeah.
And here's what they say. One set I'm gonna open, and then one I'm gonna leave it sealed.
Yeah,
because that's classic shit.
Yeah, this one, I'm gonna look for it on eBay or whatever. But they're fucking selling like $100 and shit. I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna fucking put it in my safe. It's so hard to come across
right.
Like you said, if I get your stuff, I'm gonna keep one in my safe.
Right.
You just have to, because you're never gonna see it again. I think CDs are gonna be fucking like dinosaurs and shit.
It's true. That's true. Like, I still buy Blu-rays. People say, "Oh, just look at Netflix." I still like Blu-rays.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I like to open up the box.
Yeah.
Take it out, make my popcorn.
Yeah.
Press play, and then guess what? I get a phone call. I press pause.
Yeah.
I like Blu-rays, bro.
What's your favorite movie, Tony?
There's no such thing as a favorite movie, but I'll give you maybe my top 5.
Yeah, like a gangster Italian movie.
My favorite gangster movie, believe it or not, you're not gonna believe it, it's probably Carlito's Way.
Fuck, that shit is bad.
Carlito's Way, because I'm not trying to say I'm Al Pacino, but it reminds me a lot of me.
Yeah.
Because
like how he fucking, you know, stood up for his lawyer and shit, you know?
That, and he was trying to get out of it, but people were always
drag
trying
him right back fucking in. You know, like when the girl, when his girl saying, you know, isn't it get you in trouble? Isn't it get you killed? He's like, I got to do this one more time and then I'm out. Like, you know, when he's fighting with her.
Look, let me tell you something. Don't do it one more time.
Yeah, because you're going to go back to prison.
Listen to your girl.
Yeah.
Prison or death.
Yeah, and that's what happened. He died at the end.
Yeah, he died at the end. Okay. Prison or listen to your girl.
Yeah.
So
sometimes she's right.
If you think you're a hard ass, I'll die for my motherfucker. Let me tell you something, dumbass. There were people dying for their fucking hood before you were ever fucking born.
Yeah.
If streets can talk, if the streets can talk, you know what the streets? That motherfucker died in 1957. This motherfucker died in 1968.
Yep.
This motherfucker died in 1990. For what? For a street that doesn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we could say this is my neighborhood. I get it. This is our city we grew up in. I love my city. I love my community.
Yeah.
That's all love.
Yeah.
But when you're willing to say, I would die for my neighborhood, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, I was thinking about the movie Scarface.
Okay.
Fucking like, how many times have we watched that movie? Over fucking what, 20?
Thousands.
30? Yeah. And I was thinking like, fuck, you know, if fucking, if that day when fucking Elvira left that restaurant and shit, if she had left and she was pregnant somehow, and they could have made a fucking remix, right? A Scarface 2.
Yeah.
Right? You know how like fucking, like she couldn't give him a baby because she was so coked out, right? And I'm like, fuck, if Scarface would have had a part 2, if there was another little fucking Tony Montana,
yeah,
I think that fucking movie would have blew up. But maybe like Carlitos Way Part 2, I didn't like the second part.
No, it was
Jay Hernandez.
the prequel.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, with Puff Daddy and shit. Like
See,
I thought it was way.
See, here's how you got to look at Scarface. Look at it backwards. Think about this. I'm gonna give you a visual. This is how sick Tony Vision is. Okay. Scarface is about a guy that jumps out of a pool backwards, jumps up to his balcony, puts his gun away. Okay.
Yeah.
Gets with his girl. I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. Gets a job at a restaurant selling sandwiches. Yeah. Hops on a bus.
Así viene el sandwich, man.
And goes back home to Cuba. Happy ending.
True. Right?
I just freestyled that.
Hey, so. And you know what? I never thought about it that way. I always fucking thought about it like, fuck, what about if Tony Montana would have had a kid, not killed fucking his best friend for fucking his sister?
Manolo.
That's
a classic name though.
Fuck yeah.
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 If I ever get a dog, I'm gonna name him Manolo. Yeah.
Manolo.
By the way, I never had a dog. But, yeah. Manolo.
Well,
either that or Rayu.
Those are classic movies, huh? Scarface, Goodfellas.
Yeah. Okay, now Carlitos Way. So here's another one. This is not in order. Okay. Yeah. I would have to say Braveheart. William Wallace.
Braveheart. That's a good one.
That's a fucking good one. Okay, and then I'm gonna say Gladiator is my shit.
Yeah, that was a fucking beast movie.
The only Gladiator movie where you don't have to have a 6-pack.
Yeah.
You look at bullshit movies, I'm sorry, like 300.
Yeah.
You know, every motherfucker in there had a 6-pack. Cálmate, güey. You know, like, come on, all you guys were eating right? Like, so.
Yeah, no, that's a good movie, Gladiator.
Okay, so Carlitos Way, Gladiator.
Braveheart. Gladiator.
And there's another movie called The Pianist.
I think I've seen that.
It's about a Jewish guy that plays piano when the Germans invaded Poland.
Yeah.
An amazing movie.
The Pianist. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Okay. I haven't finished it, but I started seeing it.
And then I'm going to say my last one, Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, man. That one's hard. That's hard to watch. Like, I always say, like, I always think about that, right? I always think of, you know, I'm a big believer. I'm a Catholic, you know. I'm bautizaron católico, right? So I always think about the fact that how in the fuck, like you or me, you know, how can we see this happening? Would you allow that shit to happen?
No.
Like I couldn't allow that to happen. I'll fucking jump in, even if I would get beat up or stabbed or whatever. I just couldn't see another human being. It didn't matter if it was Jesus Christ. Just I couldn't see another man being hurt. I know. And not me jump in or do something about it.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because you're rare. When I say you're rare, most people would be doing this.
You're absolutely right. that's what the generation has come to.
Yes.
Instead of fucking, taking off your shirt and fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Getting ready for the putazos.
Yeah.
People will fucking start recording you.
I know.
And do what do they do? World Star.
Yes.
Yeah, I just couldn't. That movie fucking really, really fucking hurts. Like, just I don't care. I would die for a kid. I would die for an elderly, with no fucking questions asked. I don't care where they're from. That's just the way it works.
And I agree with you 100%. And I would like to hope that everybody that's watching would agree with us 100%. Because let me tell you something. I said this once in an interview. And because I said this, it was taken down. And I'm going to say it loud and clear, okay? I said this. If you ever want God mad at you, mess with women and children.
Yep. I agree with you.
Okay? And I said this in an interview. And the person who interviewed me didn't like the answer, and she took it down. Okay? So, you know what? Cool, whatever. But I still stand by that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I truly believe that not only are women God's gift to us, but also children.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
When it comes to children, bro, I would have no problem laying down my life for because look, at my age, I feel that I've already lived my life.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel.
And I would have no problem giving it up to a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old who hasn't lived their life. You know what?
They got such a life to live. And
absolutely,
like you said, we already lived a life. Like if I die today, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm super blessed, with what I started from the bottom like you did.
Yeah.
But I'm super blessed to be where I'm at, where we're at. You know, like we have beautiful children. You know, you have grandkids, right?
Yes.
And I would love to have grandkids one day. Hopefully, my son or my daughter, give me grandkids.
Yeah.
But like I said, if I was to die today in a car accident, whatever, get shot up, didn't matter. Because I really love what I created. The life that we have now is like, man, like fuck, we went through some shit.
Yeah.
Like I can tell, like just by speaking to you face to face, like you've been through a lot of shit.
And you saying that, I want to say this, that we have problem, and listeners right now can pretty much confirm this. We've probably done enough dirt that we should have been taken out a long time ago.
Yep.
But let me say this. It's only been through God's grace and mercy that we're still here.
Yeah.
So to me, every day is a blessing, bro.
Yep.
Every day is a blessing that I'm above ground. I always like to say this. I'm blessed. People say, why? I'm not dead, in jail, or in the hospital, bro.
Yep.
So I've been blessed. So,
and that's when you find out who your true friends are.
Yes.
When you're in the fucking hospital, when you're in prison, and when you're in the cemetery, and that's the my dad always used to tell me this, and I still believe this. My dad used to tell me, hijo, tú puedes contar tus amigos en una mano. You could only count your hands in one fucking hand.
And have fingers left over.
Yeah. And I have thousands of fucking friends, right, on Facebook.
Yeah.
But people that you can count on, people that are not going to let you down is going to be your parents. You will have good friends. You will have loyal motherfuckers that will be there for you.
Yeah.
But to say that you can count friends in over one hand, you can't.
No, you can't.
It's just really rare.
Yeah.
To trust people too.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, like it's a blessing to be here. It's like I don't know about you, but every night when I go to bed, siempre me persino. I don't know, like
Yes, absolutely.
Me persino en la mañana. I thank God for another day.
Yeah.
And it's like fuck, like I said, it's amazing.
You know what people have told me? What is your secret to winning?
Believing in yourself.
Okay. Here was my answer. My secret is simple. I pray. I pray. Okay.
Yeah.
I know my self-worth, but I pray, and I ask God to lead and guide me and to give me wisdom and knowledge in whatever I do. Because I know I have people looking up to me, as friends.
Yeah.
And so I ask God to give me wisdom and knowledge.
And then you also pray for the people that don't want to see you do good. I always
Absolutely.
do that. I always do that.
Absolutely.
Like I pray, you know, for if I have a hater, I'm like, man, I pray for you. You know, like I hope
Yes.
that you do better than me. I hope that you succeed in everything that you're doing. You know, like I want to be positive. I want to be you know, like you. I want to create this this unity between us. Like you know, like positivity. You know, we need more positivity. We need more unity, and we're always fighting each other. And we're always fucking talking shit about each other.
Yeah.
I'm like so sick and tired of it. You know, like with everything that we have going on, it's like, man, I relate the message. Like, fuck, let's unite. Let's fucking, you know, let's bring more positivity.
Absolutely.
Because our kids are the ones that are gonna. They're looking. They're listening.
Yeah.
You know, my son's right there. He's on his phone probably, right? But he's listening. You know.
Absolutely.
It's just, you know, like, and I can tell he was listening because he smiled. It's just, you know, like, believe it or not, we're their role models. We have to show them a better way.
Yes.
And even to the youngsters, to the young artists.
Yeah.
Like I always tell them, hey, fucking, you can do it. Just put your mind to it. Don't fucking don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Right. You know, go to the drawing board and fucking do your storyboard and do your vision and fucking go for it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you say, shit, I want to do this, but I don't know how. Fuck. Like I didn't have fucking a lot of money to start my own record label because it costs a lot of money to do anything, to register and to pay for the fucking licenses and all that. You know, I started from the ground, and like I said, you know, I didn't get this handed to me. I worked hard. You got to put the footwork in. You know.
Absolutely. MTO. Anything I didn't ask you, or anything I should have asked you?
Fuck. I don't know. I don't think. I think you got everything.
One last question. Can the fans expect anything new from MTO?
You know what? I've been so busy working on other projects, on other people's projects, and I did want to mention this. The Aztec Tribe, they're bringing something real soon.
Okay.
I've been working a lot with the Aztec Tribe lately, and they've been in the studio, and fuck, man, their new stuff is gonna bring back that old school feeling, the G-funk. You know, like. It's gonna blow people's minds, and hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. We got Rob on one of the features, Little Rob. So hopefully he comes through with it. But yeah, you know, like I've been so dedicated to helping others. But yeah, I've been thinking about dropping another album.
Okay.
You know, and that's why, you know, Queenie fucking told me, hey, let's get a track done. And you know, it's hard. Like I think over the years, you know, I haven't done music in about 2-3 years.
Yeah.
The last song that I did, it was a single called Dear Dad, and it was for my dad, and you can get that one on iTunes as well. But yeah, it's hard, like, you know, the motivation, the inspiration. I don't know, like, if I've lost it or if I'm just a businessman. I just got to help these artists out.
Right.
But I do want to drop something. It's just so hard, like, to get in the studio, you know, like, I take care of my little girl, like, you know, every weekend or on Saturdays, I'm watching my baby. So it's really hard to get back in the studio, you know?
Right.
But I do want to drop something because I know I have, you know, we have a couple of fans out there, you know, like in Japan and Germany and Italy. Fuck, you know, when I look at my analytics on the royalties, I'm like, fuck, Saudi Arabia, Philippines. I'm like, damn, fucking, we still have fans, you know? We're still making money off of that. So
awesome.
Yeah, definitely want to drop some stuff. I'm hoping that Stalker Loco drops another album. Right. Shout outs to Little Azteca. He was on my label too with Clover, Low Dog. Fuck, so many artists that I have under the catalog right now.
Awesome. I want to mention, and hopefully you can confirm this, that you are helping me trying to get the former Mexican heavyweight champion.
That's right.
Andy Ruiz here on the show.
Yep. Yeah. So I've been. It's gonna possibly happen after his fight. I can't say when his fight is, but he's been in training camp. So yeah, he's absolutely right. Tony is right. I'm working on getting Andy the Destroyer Ruiz in the show. Hopefully he comes through. It's hard, you know, with the training camp and all that.
Of course.
So, but yeah, like I'm hoping that it
we're trying to make it happen.
Oh yeah, man, because like that's I mean, he was an underdog, you know.
I know.
And fuck, he was a heavyweight champion of the world. He was Mexican. Shit.
That shit's hard. That
right?
shit's dope.
Fuck. Shout outs to Andy, the Destroyer Ruiz right there.
Andy Ruiz.
And his team, Alex, Mike G, Chente. Fuck. Shout outs to everybody on Destroyer.
So you heard it here. So other than that, something else I was gonna ask you, pero
got me drunk already.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, there was one thing I was gonna ask you. One thing, you know what I've been noticing, because I have a photographic memory.
Yeah.
Every time I drink, I'm starting to like como se dice, like, you know what I'm thinking about right now? Albóndigas. So, but other than that, brother, any shout outs you want to give, anything you want to promote, anything you want to push?
Shout outs to all the homies from National City.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm the first one from National City to come on the show. So like I said, it's a blessing to be here, an amazing platform. So shout outs to all the homies doing time. I can't forget about the homies doing time. You know, my homie, Funny Boy and Moscow, they're doing some time in Pelican Bay.
And they're listening.
And they're listening, right?
Much love to you guys.
Hey, everybody in Pelican Bay, and Tehachapi, everywhere, you know, all the homies down, you know, because like I said, you know, I can't forget about the homies that are locked down, you know. I always write to them, make sure that they're good and shit, and they always make sure I'm good, and that's what it's about. Don't forget where you come from, and I don't forget where I come from. You know, the roots, you know, I was raised in the city they call Nasty, National City, California, Old Town National City to be exact. Shout outs to all my CalMix artists. To everybody that tuned in, thank you for watching, and if you tuned in, I hope you guys like the segment, and I hope to be back, you know, one day.
Absolutely.
And absolutely for the Thanksgiving drive.
Yes.
Like I said, count me in. I'm sure Victor Lopez and SoCal Tacos will be in.
Yes.
Like anything for the community. It doesn't matter where you guys are from. It's all about, you know, love for the youth, and support Raza. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
So that's about it.
Other than that, brother, I want to thank you,
Tony,
for coming through and giving me the honor and the pleasure to interview you.
Muchas gracias.
Other than that, I want to thank everybody on the live chat. People that are talking shit, people that are not talking shit. It's all fun. Like seriously, it's fucking hilarious.
I can't see it. But
you guys make it exciting for us. Like seriously. So, everybody on there, thank you. People that have commented, liked, subscribed, shared, whatever. Thank you guys. Other than that, I want to give a shout out once again to MTO, Mexican Taking Over. If you ever get a shirt, I want one. I'll buy it, bro.
Yeah, okay? No.
MTO. We need to start.
I got a poster for you, but I mean, I don't know if you have posters or.
We need to start sporting MTO, Mexicans Taking Over. That's what we need to do.
We're the majority, guys.
Absolutely.
We are.
You know what we do? We fucking do Hawaiian food. We do Filipino food. We do sushi, Italian food. We do everything.
And they wanted to build a border on us, right?
Yeah,
we already have a fucking border.
It's okay. We'll just climb over that motherfucker.
We'll fucking dig holes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get flown over by a drone. It doesn't matter. You know, we'll get over.
We're intelligent. You know, Mexicans, we're fucking intelligent people, right? Carlos Slim is the richest.
MAGA stands for Mexicans always get around. So we're good. So other than that, you know, let me give a shout out to my boy Anthony. You know, people have been asking, who's Anthony? Who's Anthony? You know, but Anthony is running
the board.
He's driving the Titanic.
Yeah.
This is the new one. This is the new one. This is the new Titanic. It's not going to sink. Okay? And for those of you that are constantly like talking shit, pues, but anyways, other than that, Anthony's like the man right now.
Yeah, shout outs to Anthony, man.
Anthony. And let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes. If you want your fucking car fixed, hit him up.
He's on his earphones.
He's not even listening.
Can't hear you.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my son, be scandalous. Be scandalous doesn't mean be nice, it means be scandalous, okay? I wanna give a shout out to my boy, DG Media Clips, Daniel Jones. Much love, much respect. He just got over the COVID. Many of you people have been asking, what's up with DG Media Clip? He had COVID. And today he actually allowed me to announce that he had COVID. So, and his wife caught it and his son caught it. So out of respect, I didn't say nothing, but today he allowed me to mention it. So other than that, you know, we're good. And I'm gonna give a shout out to myself, okay, for making this happen. Tony A, you're a good guy.
You are.
I'm a friend to the end. As a matter of fact, like I'm a Mog. I'm half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. Okay, so other than that, I'll see you Wednesday. King T, Compton legend. Y si no te gusta, vete a la verga. You know what I'm saying? Métete el pinche dedo por el chicloso, culero. So other than that, have a blessed night. See you Wednesday.
You got it like that.